Way presents. We'll do this new thing. Watching a lot of interviews, instead of me sitting here reacting to it, telling you guys what I feel. We're gonna watch it together, and we're gonna see how this shit works. Today, we're gonna hear Kanye West. We're gonna hear what Mr. Don. What's they have his whole name too on here? Kanye West, Yay Donda West, or some shit like that. I don't know. We're gonna hear it out. First time Ye speaks. It's gonna be lit. All right. Y'all want to get this started? I kind of want to get this started. I was gonna crush up first, but we're gonna start this bitch.
Sway, and we figured out he didn't know how sway. In case.
There we go. Shout out to Nori, yo, first things first, yo. Shout out to Nori, man. Nori, it's making this happen, bro. Like, this is some real shit. Like, I love the Joe Rogan interview that Ye had, but this is definitely gonna be for the culture. I fucking love it. This is gonna be the real one. And fucking Nori's the fucking man, yo. Shout out to Drink Champs. Before I say anything, man, shout out to Revolt TV. Shout out to Diddy. Shout out to anybody else that I am missing that owns the rights to this. I'm just being the guy that's just reacting to it live. All right.
What it good be? Hopefully it's what it should be. This is your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, is DJ EFN.
This is Drink Champs Yappy Hour. Make some noise! When me and EFN started this show, we always looked at rappers, or we always looked at certain people as superheroes or supermen. This guy that's standing to the left of me is not only a superhero, a superman, a super genius, a super music icon, but he's also a fashion icon. He's also a visionary. He's also a person who speaks things into existence. I remember he said, "You don't know how sway?" And we figured out he didn't know how sway. In case always looked at or supermen. This guy that's standing to the left of me is not only a superhero.
Yo, just beat Kanye's hair real quick.
A superman, a superman. Genius, a super, also a visionary. He's also a person who speaks things into existence. I remember he said, "You don't know how sway?" And we figured out he didn't know how sway.
Bro, why the fuck does this dude got the Last Airbender arrow on his fucking head? All right. First things first. Yay, billionaire, visionary. What the fuck? Explain that to me.
In case you don't know who we talk about, because we talk about this gonna be Drink Champs' biggest episode ever. I'm just go ahead and say that. Sorry to anybody else who's ever been on this table in this place. This is gonna be the biggest. In case you don't know who the fuck we talking about the artist formerly known as Kanye, and he's just now, yeah. God damn it! Oh,
Yay!
So let me get this right. You ain't got a last name or a first name, just got a name.
Right.
I don't even know what to say. That shit is hard. Just yeah. Yo, I thank you so much, man, because on the real, I know you don't have to do this. You at a level in your life where it seems like you're free. It seems like you just feel like You're free. You really showed up with no security, and I had to get security for you. I'm sorry.
Right.
I just said no. I just can't let you walk around like that because we're gonna kill somebody if somebody fuck with you. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. So sorry. We left that life. But how is it? Like what's going on in your life? It's just because I heard you told me on the phone the other day. You said you don't even have a house. That's how rich you are. You don't even have a house.
You're a nomad right now?
How is that?
Yeah, I restore houses. I'm very into architecture, but I'm not into the class system where it's like that's one of the main things they use to control us. I think my whole existence is about not being out of control, but being out of their control, being in control of yourself. So a house is the first thing that they give you, that your entire existence. When I look out at the skyscrapers in New York, I'm like, everybody that's in all those buildings spending that time away from their family working. One of the main thing is the idea of a house.
Security.
Yeah, security. Because I remember saying I was arguing with this one publicist, and I told the person now I wasn't going to have a house. And they spazzed on me, said, "You've done too much in your life to not have a house. You need a house." Tried to impose that idea of, but my home is just when my daughter FaceTimes me. That's where my home is.
Make some noise for that guy.
Yeah.
But you got land. I'm assuming you have land, though. You believe you own land.
200 acres somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. And you were staying in Mercedes.
It was 12,000, but yeah.
Okay. But you were staying in the Mercedes-Benz arena?
Yeah.
What was you
Yeah, that
doing?
was wild.
It didn't look like a cell. It looked like a jail cell. I'm going to throw it out there.
Yeah, well, except for I could come and go, so.
Right, there's a big difference there.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this idea, this monk lifestyle. And I heard that it's like trust fund kids that's kind of on the same wave right now, that they being homeless on purpose.
Right.
But I traveled to Paris like a couple weeks ago, and I had to go through Lisbon because you can go through Lisbon without being vaccinated. I only got one of the shots, so I'm half vaccinated. So I dropped in Lisbon. It's a 15-hour ride, and usually people say, "Well, I got to take this 15-hour ride." Something Steven Spielberg told me at this Ralph Lauren. It's gonna be shameless name drops. It's gonna be like a lot of name drops.
Okay, I love it. Let's go. I love it. Okay, continue.
So I was sitting next to Oprah at this Ralph Lauren dinner talking to Steven Spielberg.
Continue.
Across from Hillary Clinton. This is the first time I actually was with her.
Right.
So and so I took this 15-hour ride from Lisbon to Paris, but
The fact that he can name drop like 5 fucking celebrities is so fucking annoying. And the fact that everybody's just sitting there like, "Hey, yeah, oh my god, yeah!" What the fuck? Let's get to the big stuff, Kanye.
thought was, I get to take the ride. The ride was beautiful, so it's just a perspective on life. Like when I go through just the different changes in my life, my family, a friend of mine said, "Are you sad?" And when I really thought about it, I started to look at life like it was a video game. I'm like, every part of it is really lit.
Right.
The things that hurt you, the things that you're happy about, the things that push your ego, that support your ego, the things that down your ego. Like I've been saying this like for a couple weeks, like ego and anger love to hang out. They best friends.
No, absolutely.
Ego and anger. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
They hype each other up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So the
They
more,
cousins?
yeah, they definitely,
Okay, they
they
cousins.
definitely blood.
Okay. Cool.
So the more and more, you lean into your ego. I wrote this song for Donda that we're gonna bring out on the bonus album. That's saying on the deluxe, but it said, if I let go, let God and let go. I gotta let it go. I gotta let's go. And it's funny, it's got this line that makes you think about Miami. It said, "Fly into the Mondrian, dun, dun, dun." Actually, it had the next line, but I like the opening line. But it's like going to Paris. I get there and I get to the Ritz Hotel and they say they ain't got no rooms. And you know, there's a couple times I just had to like pull my mask down. Like, you don't have no room? Yeah, I put it. Okay, let me look for a room for you.
That's a different kind of currency.
Yeah, the vision of life is not to have money and possessions, is to have relationships and make it to the point where I've done so much for so many people that my money can't spend anywhere. I go to a restaurant, they be like, yo, your money's no good here. So they charge me for the room.
Okay.
But they gave you a room.
At least they found one.
Yeah, they found a room. And then the next day, the CEO of Balenciaga came to pick me up. Is this guy named Cedric that actually I was trying to hire as a CEO. My boy Jean Toutot, the head of APC, which is basically like the French version of Gap, which is the first person that was in a prestigious position to really let me do a collaboration with them. And so we had this APC collection that sold out back in the days.
And this is before the Louis collab?
Yeah. You know what?
The Louis collab was first.
That's right. Yeah,
Right.
thank you for
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
In case you don't know.
Yeah. The Louis collab was great. So I want to go back to certain things with the Louis thing.
Okay.
But so the CEO of Balenciaga picked me up. Now I came with, all I got is this like little bag. That's like my house. And my house changes in size depending on how big my bag is. Like I had this one that was like a laminate size. And once I got the Apple headphones, they wouldn't fit in it. So I had to get a bigger house, which ended up being
Talk about a mobile home.
Yeah, mobile home. This is real shit.
which ended up being this one, right? And I'm so happy that Thugs wear this bag now, so
Yeah,
people
man
can stop
versus
calling
man
it.
versus,
Yeah, so people can stop down and me
They
for
keep the
having
weed in there. They keep the weed in there. They keep the weed in there. Let's
Louis
make some noise
bag.
for man
This is
versus.
not the fashion. So I ride to the Balenciaga store with the CEO of Balenciaga, and I didn't have a change of underwear, but for what I've done with Balenciaga, especially over the past 4 months, guess what my underwear and socks ended up being for the next 4 days in Paris? Right. Balenciaga underwear for free. And that's when I was sitting there, I was like, yo, this is my vision on life, to not even have to have a house, to have a place in every single city, every single country that I could go to. And somebody's like, you could stay here, you could sleep here. Like my dog Boo was like, man, you in my city?
We call him Brother Boo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, you in my city? And the first when I saw it, I was like, nigga, I was born in Atlanta. I was like, so I humble myself, said, yes, sir. With a bunch of eyes. With a bunch of eyes. And he's like, yo, I'm down here working on KCI. I'm in Houston, but you can stay at my crib. And I know I got a bunch of cribs I can stay at in New York. I know I got a bunch of cribs I can stay at. And you just move around. Like first it was like Yasin. Think about it. Mos Def. He changed the name to Yasin, and he started moving around. Right. So I would think about how he was moving around, just going through the airport, sometimes standing in line, sometimes not standing in line, getting a Uber. Uber be canceling on me. I'm not gonna say Uber's trash now. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Kanye. You told me that the other day. You said you be calling Ubers and Ubers be canceling on you. I'm not gonna lie.
Cancel on you. Your profile doesn't say yay on it.
Does it say that?
I was like, no, I really am canceled, I guess.
Right. But did your profile?
You don't have 4.9 stars on your profile.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't even know. I barely, I barely know how to work it. I just got my Apple Pay, just mad.
You just got Apple Pay. Let's make some noise for you. Because you really are a superhero.
I got Apple Pay, but now it's time to make Apple Pay.
Wow.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh, that was all hard. That was all. I'm still on that ball. Okay, so have you watched Versus?
Yes. Yeah.
You know where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
Would you step into that ring?
Oh, absolutely. But I would need about like 4 people to go against me at one time.
That's all we doing, eh?
I need people who I need people who I need every single Gemini specifically.
Yeah, let your shit rock.
Top 5, especially Gemini.
Would you like some Hennessy? Or would you like a glass?
Well, let me explain what Hennessy is doing to the community.
Okay. Okay. So you know what the people are gonna say. People are gonna say they want Ye against who you think the people would think they want.
Nah, Drake, yeah? Really?
There's only 2 people really out there.
Yeah.
No,
Hove.
It'd be Drake, right?
Thank you. And Hov, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that one. I didn't think about that. Oh,
That
Hov
was-
nephew right there.
I want everybody to know on the Sage verse, I'm definitely pushing a Ye versus Hove battle. I think that's the only one that could go up against Hove right now. I'm feeling that. I think Drake should stay in his lane.
Hey, he watching you. He watching you.
No, I like that. I like that.
You
Yeah.
would go against Jay.
Nah, because that's my boss. I would never go against you.
I like that answer. But
Yeah.
what you saying, when you and Drake together, who's winning that?
I'm winning every situation. That's why it's like.
Come on, yeah, that's how you answer questions, bro. Come on. Bro, you see how Nori's setting up these Charlemagne-ass questions, bro? I'm tired of that shit, bro. Answer correctly, bro. That's what I'm talking about, yay. Yo, I'm winning every single battle, bro. I'm a fucking gladiator in these streets, nigga. There's no way you putting me in a box and I'm not losing, bro. That's how we move around here, man. Let's fucking go. His hair is still stupid as fuck, though. I hope he explains it on this podcast. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm just looking at it.
Come on. Holy shit.
And who producer-wise, though? Would it be Dre?
Ooh, producer-wise? Wow.
That's why I said it gotta be. I need to have like a month long, just different categories, different styles.
You have a
know?
season of your own verses?
Yeah.
That'd be new. That'd be some new shit.
At a certain point, I could just be versing myself. It could be this album against that album. I had to go Dark Fantasy against. Well, I don't think anything goes against Dark Fantasy.
Dark Fantasy against fucking before Ye named something, even though he just said nobody could go up against it, bro. I would have. Is it High School Dropout or College Dropout? No, is it a Graduation? Damn, that would have to be it, but only because of Graduation status. Dark Fantasy really is different. Holy fuck. Yeah, we'll have to say just Graduation, just because of its status and what it stands for, it would be the only one to go up against Dark Fantasy. Like, dead ass, Dark Fantasy is fucking GOAT status.
But College Dropout against
The old Ye
Graduation.
against the new Ye?
Oh yeah,
We do the old Ye against the new Ye.
we could do all like sample drums versus trap drums. We could do all bars versus auto.
Different name changes going against each other.
Yeah.
Different eras of
Yeah.
Holy moly guacamole. This is
Yeah.
exciting shit. But you telling me, I just want to, for the fans, it's not for me.
Yeah.
If Swiss come to you, because it's not about money with you. I can tell it's not about money with you. But Swiss, Timberland say, you and Drake against one another, you saying you're going to take it and you're going to smoke them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right, that's all I need to be clear. That's all I need.
Bro, I don't like this setup, bro. You see how look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Look, call Swiss on the phone. Look, I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like this setup, bro. Like, honestly, I wonder how Drake's interviews with Nori's gonna be now. Cause you know how Drake works, bro. Like, Drake don't like to move in the same energies as Kanye now. So now his interview with Nori is like, he's gonna have to do a pull up with Joe Budden, which I'm happy for. My boy Joe's getting back the bag, but this shit, I don't know. Drake must have approved this. This got to be Drake approved. Like, everybody has to have approved this before. Like, this shit is crazy. Look at his ass, so happy. Look at him, we're gonna make so many money.
Leaked songs, and it was better than every other song this year.
Because you did leak Drake's address, correct?
No, he advertised it when he was building the house. Everyone knows it. It's like a place in Canada you go by. It's a monument.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't know that. Because, you know, we little people over here.
Yeah, no, you can find it. That's how I was able to find it. It's
Okay.
Googleable. It's on Google Maps.
I like that you. That's my word. You know, I made up that word. Googleable. Googleable. I made that word. I made that word.
Good job, Nori. Look at him. Look at him so happy. I made that word up, Kanye. Kanye. I made that. Hey, you know, you say my word, Kanye. Like, yo, Nori, I need you to turn down the super fandom, bro. I get it. It's Ye. But, bro, you're Nori, bro. I'm going to need you to relax. Like, this is wild. This is insane. These people are fucking crazy. Oh, look at us. We got some people watching us. Check y'all niggas out. Not even commenting on shitting on Kanye's hair. Oh, you guys probably can't even see it, right? Because of my thing. Well, I'm gonna take that shit out, boom, so you guys just can get straight that. I wish I could move that, but I can't. All right, back to Ye.
I understand that, you know, in all of the back and forth that me and Drake have had, you know, it's like the life is like the NBA.
Yeah.
And people are either on your team or they're on another team. And everybody plays games in different kind of ways. And you can't be mad for somebody. At the end of the day, this man has sold more records than anybody. And part of his technique in basketball, people got different techniques. Like I went to the gym with Kobe, and we didn't even really get to play ball. All he did was show me videos of Scottie Pippen. And you know, Scottie Pippen's got a wide wingspan,
Right.
but he didn't talk about that. He talked about how fast he was moving his feet. And he was like, yo, this is inhuman, right? This is inhumane. This is like, and he was studying that. He wanted to learn how fast he moved his feet. So when Drake don't do a diss, like an outright diss song where it's a headshot. He's gonna set it up like war. You know what I'm saying?
Calculated and strategy.
Yeah, when people went to go get Hitler, they didn't go straight for Hitler. They set up fake tanks. They said this and this.
Kanye, you calling yourself Hitler, bro? Bad analogy. Should have said someone else.
So he gonna do stuff like live 5 blocks down the street from you, DM
What he
every.
said? He said crept through the light switch. Is that
Yeah.
what you talking
He
about?
gonna like go and DM every single girl in your family, every single girl around your family, everybody, all your niggas, girl. He's gonna.
Really?
So it becomes like. So you already got that. It's like away games and home games and stuff like in football, and this is professional rap.
Right.
This is the first time we in a place of like professional rap. So all that's there. So if he throws out a bar right here, it might be a bar only. Like what Pac said, you and I know what's going on, right? But it's all psychological, right? So it's like what button is someone gonna hit? Where can you hit them? It's like I was just at the game with Jay Prince last night, and just seeing, it was talking about how many below the belts there were, how many this there was, and the whole thing about
on that record that he had.
You know what it is? I got the perfect. I never thought about this tonight.
Okay.
You know what? I bit his ear. You know what I'm saying?
Tyson bit?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't
The equivalent of that.
They ain't see what Holyfield was doing.
Right.
They ain't see what he was doing. Tyson like telling the refs like, yo, you ain't see this? You ain't see this? He's like, Tyson, I'm gonna take this in my own hands.
Holy shit! I've never.
I feel that. That's a wild ass analogy, yo. But I really understand that. Like, if for those of y'all that didn't understand what the crazy gobble that Kanye was saying, he was like in the battle between Mike Tyson and Holyfield. Holyfield was doing like low blow hits, and like he was amping Tyson up. Like that was what was getting Tyson upset. So when Tyson bit the ear, that's why he did it. He was like, yo, this nigga's gonna do this shit. So that's what he's saying with the whole beef between him and Drake. He bit his ear. By what? I'm sure it's not the address. I'm pretty sure it's about the whole kid thing, but we're not gonna speculate things.
I'm just because it's in front of me. I was like, I was a fight there.
Right.
We're talking about this. We've been, discussing doing things together to bring attention to Hoover's situation.
Right.
And actually, I got Larry Hoover Jr.
Yeah,
with
I
me.
see. I
right
introduced
now.
myself. I recognize his face.
So at a certain moment, I want to take a moment where he could talk about the exact situation. Y'all could really understand this leader and political prisoner.
Right.
Like when I went to the White House, I said, this is me in a different dimension. Any one of us that can organize somebody, they're going to take us down. They've been taking, the leaders and the fathers out of the community and only leave us with a hustler mentality.
I swear, bro. It's like, even though his haircut is like wicked as fuck, the shit is like lined, like weirdly. Like, it's like, bro, this dude planned this shit, bro. He's living his life in a video game, bro. Just like how I live my life in an anime. I'm telling you, bro, I was on the right path. All y'all niggas that thought I was crazy, bro, understand that I am.
because you ain't got a dad that's showing you how to save money and what property to buy and how to build your own factories. We're gonna be jumping up and down for the idea of like Virgil getting a job for Bernard Arnault or me getting a job at the Gap or Adidas. A lot of times it's like we all was born white supremacist, racist, and homophobic. That's the bottom, that's the baseline. That's another thing. I don't even got the word for it, but it's like a phobia of mental health. That's the thing when people try to write it off. That's like even when I cut my hair like that, I'm like, yo, they're gonna try to freeze
What's the
my
name of that
account.
haircut?
At first, I called it the Britney.
All right, look, I'm wild excited, bro. Nori, that was the best question you ever asked, fam, because we're about to get my answer. Yeah, I'm so happy. I hope it's no longer the Britney, but I fucks with the name.
Oh, Britney Spears. Okay, I get it.
Come on, Nori.
Now it could be called a yay. But when I see that, bro, I'm telling you, the Declaration of Insanity is a form of censorship and control.
I feel that.
Take some Hennessy. I like to salute that. Take some more Hennessy, goddammit. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but this is fucking interesting. Let's go. You gotta
It's like a Nori.
Nah, I mean, feds, Democrats.
He said it doesn't count unless you sip it.
I was up there like,
he's like, please sip it.
Do this interview because that's when they gonna come. You gotta understand.
You can say whatever the fuck you want over here.
Yeah, but it's everything has like a butterfly effect. Kobe died on in Calabasas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On the street where I would drive my kids to school.
That's crazy.
This video game, this Grand Theft Auto, is real.
Right.
So, but with me and Drake, we all really on the same team. Just even on this planet, period, we on the same team. We, the people we think is our ops and all this stuff. Once we understand, and this is, I think, the job that God actually has for me, is for us to all realize that we are playing inside of the same time. There's one thing we all got in common. If we all in the same place in the Christian calendar at all times. We could be the first civilization to become civil. As a matter of fact, let me take out the word can. I hate the word can. I hate these like in between,
Yeah.
Word can and should and if is like feds. It's like you think is with you, they're not really with you. They're like a fourth leg that could just fall anytime your whole table fall over.
Yeah.
That's why we have to will these things in fruition. So we say we will be the first civilization to become civil. We still in the dark ages. We attack each other. Mentally, we go back to the rap stuff with me and Drake. We in World War III. This is warfare right here. What they do, people can comment on you online that you don't know. You can't come see them. You know what I'm saying? It's in Korea, the suicide rates is crazy. People's esteem, how you feel about yourself, body dysmorphia, overdoing it with the drip and all that. So I'm about like Robin Hood really breaking down the class system. That's why I went to the Gap. Like people's like, man, Virgil went to Louis, you went to the Gap. I said, I always wanted to create egalitarian. I worked for the Gap. So it was meant to be. I always felt like Gap was sort of like Apple of apparel. For me, esteem and clothing is so connected. Your ego connected to the first time my mom bought me some Jordans in 4th grade. I didn't even know they was the 4s. I got the 4s in 4th grade. If I always look for like lineups like that. And somebody told my mama, he gonna like this. And then I walked through the school and everybody was looking at my shoes. I didn't even know about it. Then I would go visit my dad out in Tacoma Park, Maryland, and it was this rich kid that had enough Jordans to be able to wear mismatched Jordans like BBD. And he'd have them with the Jabot shorts and with a polo shirt. Because I'm coming there dressed like Heavy D with the metal with the tip of my shoes and stuff with like rayon shirts and polka dots. And he's like, we don't dress like that no more. We dress like this. I came back to Chicago with the new style, and ever since then, I always been like ahead of niggas. And I always like that feeling of being ahead. But if you're ahead long enough, you need to become the head. You need to become the leader. So I had a wildest conversation. Like, I remember this one time, Lauren gonna be mad at me, but I texted her, I said, I'm
saying Lauren, you talking about Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
Okay.
There's gonna be a lot of super name drops.
Getting the graphics ready.
And I was like, I'm the leader. And she was like, you a leader. You're not a leader. Shout out to Lauryn Hill.
Yo, Lauryn Hill humbling niggas still, bro. Shout out to Lauryn fucking Hill, bro. Humbling niggas always, bro. Shout out to the fucking queen, man. Fucking Lauryn Hill.
So she said you are leader. She didn't call you the leader. Not the supreme leader.
Yeah, but no, the supreme leader is God, but God appoints leaders.
Right.
And at a certain point, they are leaders.
Right.
You know, so all the like Me Too, like when I sit next to Marilyn Manson and DaBaby right after both of them got canceled for 5 songs,
Right.
you know, it's like they can't cancel us all.
Right. They
Yeah,
canceling Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle ain't getting canceled.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
We got it, and then it's like they'll hit you with like an accusation of somebody that you was with, you know, 10 years ago. Okay, and then also it's like there's women who have been through really serious things, pulled in alleys against their will. That's different than a hug.
Right.
But it's classified as the same
same.
thing.
Right.
It's classified as the same thing. You know, it's power and politics. You know, power-hungry maniacs and just control. This is 1984, mind control that we in.
And
So-
mob mentality too.
How you feel
mob
about cancel
mentality.
culture? How you feel about cancel?
Oh man, I love it. I'm above
They
it.
try to cancel you like 15 times.
That's it. I'm love it. I'm above it. You know what I mean? I love it. I'm above it. You know, that's the clouds. When you're in the jet, you look down at the clouds. It's like I'm like running to get canceled. Like, doing this show, it's just like I'm begging to get canceled.
We don't give a fuck.
Real fucking quick, bro. Exactly what Kanye is saying, bro. Like that's how you have to have this mentality about this world going out here. Cancel culture, this and that. None of this stuff is real, bro. Be above it. You know, obviously it's easier for Kanye, and I don't even like saying that word easier because he wasn't born a billionaire. Like he came up like all of us, bro, from the hood, and he worked his way up to earn $1 billion, and he got that freedom. So if he can get that freedom, we can all get that freedom, bro. Be above all this nonsense. I'm going back to the show. I'm sorry for pausing it so many times. Even though you guys here are fucking bots and shit. I don't even believe you guys here that are watching. But thank you.
And then different people will call me and make suggestions and be like, you know, I suggest, you know, maybe you shouldn't be buying. If you suggesting that to me, why are you so into it? Unless you really into it. Unless you really part of the mob. Because the mob, it got a couple mob members here right now. Most definitely.
Right.
Most definitely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That different kind of mob. But they got to understand they all doing their job. We all here for a reason. God got a reason. God sees everything.
Right.
And if I'm still alive, God's not finished. Like I say on 24,
Right.
which I wrote. I actually wrote the day before Kobe passed the melody. And we ended up, and the funny thing, we went back and forth on this song. And when we did the listening event down in Atlanta, the first one, for Howard Atlanta, we started with 24.
For the Donda album.
For the
Come on,
Donda album,
okay.
yeah, we started with 24.
Right.
All my people out the trenches, living up, making all right. And then the funny thing, I had a clip of Kobe and his daughter in the video, and we called his wife, everything, and we couldn't get it cleared. But one of the things when Kobe passed, there was somebody that I used to work with whose wife literally tweeted, "Let's not forget that Kobe was accused." And that's what they said.
That's when Snoop reacted to that.
Yeah.
Because, okay, continue. Let me know what you
So that's what they said, because you talk about superheroes.
Right.
They don't want to, what did AZ say? They don't want to see a black man turn to John Gotti or Khaled. But like, they don't want you to have this. They want you to have a house. They want you to have the cars. They want you to look at the numbers on, you know, Billboard or Spotify, or that's completely controlled. They want you to look at they want you to base your self-esteem off of TikTok. Hi, God. If another nigga talk to me about TikTok,
I don't got
man,
TikTok.
bro,
I don't got TikTok.
bro, it's fine. Y'all could play, you know, praise God and everything, and that's great. I'm happy that it connects to my children and everything, but it's none of these things that can make me, and that's the idea of being a nomad. I like that term though, because I was talking to the head of IKEA about creating. I'm sure he won't like that.
Keep going. I'm into it.
They're like, this is the first person that went and Me Too'd himself. So, wait, you not laughing. You didn't like that. I'm reading the energy in the room. It'll be an uproar. Here comes the
You were the
backlash.
president of IKEA. Let's go. You were the president of IKEA. What happened?
He gonna be like, so I was just talking to him. I said, look, we need to create better situations for homeless people. You know, it's a really utopian dictator concept. Okay, we're gonna eradicate homelessness. What about people who want to be homeless?
And there's a lot of them that want to be
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that would change. You got to think. We used to have water fountains. Now we got a plastic problem because of water bottles. That's capitalism.
Deep.
Right.
You know, everyone only thinks about themselves, especially our black leaders.
Right.
Wouldn't none of us run on stage? Wouldn't none of us say, George Bush don't care about? We are very
Those
self-interested.
are two of the best moments in American history.
Yeah.
You said George Bush don't care about black people, and when you told Taylor Swift that Beyonce had the best video.
Yeah,
of all
and I
time.
was very,
That's American history right there.
I was very. Would it be okay to not hit that for the whole rest of the day?
No problem.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Man, you know I got a gentle mental.
No problem.
Man.
But that's American history. Like, what was it Hennessy that night that with Taylor Swift when you sat there? Because why did you want to do that?
You know, well, I was showing both of my addictions. You know, I found my dad's Playboy when I was 5 years old, and I started drinking beer or something in high school. So I actually was carrying both of my addictions, one in one arm, one in the other. I was actually talked in to going to the award show.
Right.
At that time, it was Don C's job to talk me into stuff. They find new people whose job would be to talk me into doing something that I don't want to do. Influencers, people around you. So that night I said, man, I'm not going to this award show. I'm not sitting through this no more. And the very first award, they sit me in the front. Now you got Single Ladies video is like,
You was with Amber at the time, right?
yeah.
Okay.
They got, this is one of the best videos of in history.
Talking about Beyonce.
Yeah, the Single Lady. So it's not that it's just for her. When an artist does something that's that compelling and incredible, we gotta respect it.
Right.
Like I feel like this year should nobody just even put their album in the category of album of the year, so I could finally have album of the year. Because you don't want to be the person that beat Donda for album of the year.
I love that. I love that.
No, you gotta understand. I made Watch the Throne, and I made Watch the Throne and Dark Fantasy in the same year. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy in the same year, and neither of them got nominated for album of the year.
Wow.
Not even nominated.
Not even
That's
nominated.
crazy.
So, and you know what I love, hate? I'm gonna just tell y'all this. When white people say the word rapper, that is saying nigger. When you say it to me, you saying you getting away with saying nigger.
Damn.
Oh, the rapper.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, the rapper. Or like last night on the game, they had my face on the Chiron and on the screen and said, hip hop artist. Specifically, I was like, you know, I got a PhD from the Art Institute of Chicago, from the most prestigious art school in the world.
Wow.
Could I at least be called an artist? But you know, here it's like in America, they're not gonna just give it to you, but it's to be bought, it's to be taken. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, bro, this is like There Will Be Blood. You know, I'm not
Dragon's
really.
blood? They be talking about.
Yeah, absolutely, dragon's blood. In the Bible, they got dragons. Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, there will be.
I don't think I never. Hold on, I gotta Google this now. That's crazy. I never heard of dragons in the fucking Bible ever in my life. I'm pretty sure this is the number one Google thing in the world now. Were there dragons in the Bible? Holy crap. Yes, there were dragons in the Bible, but primarily as symbolic metaphors. Scriptures employ dragons imaginary to describe sea monsters, serpents, sinister cosmic forces, and even Satan. In the Bible, the dragon appears as a primal enemy of God, who is used to display God's supremacy over all creatures and creation. Yo, that's why my parents didn't want me watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid. Holy shit. They they probably thought, yo, these dudes are collecting balls to bring out Satan. Holy shit, bro. That's funny. Damn. All right.
Blood, bro. Like, remember when a dude brother acted like he was his brother and everything, and like I don't know if y'all seen this movie. It's one of my favorite movies, but that's me, bro. That's me, bro. It's like the kid with the pink polos. I be telling people like, yo, it's not like that no more with me. Period. Like, bro, like, cause you know what I'm saying? They did everything. God gave me that 6.6. Like right when they announced that Kim was filing for divorce, 1 week later, whatever, God was like, nah, this is my son right here, 6.6. And Forbes was always on some white supremacist shit, like down to me. For 3 years, they like, oh, Kylie a billionaire, Ye not a billionaire, you know. And even in my Forbes, if you read the article, it's like it's drenched with some like Jackie Robinson. Everything is say, nigga, blank, nigga, nigga. What'd you say?
Because Jackie Robinson was the first.
Yeah. So the idea of what it even means to be a billionaire, but to not color inside the lines. You know, my mom was born into a drinking fountain. They told her what fountain she could drink out of.
Okay.
Now we born into a vote. They literally call it the black vote.
Yeah.
And by the way, we blood of Christ. We blood of Moses. We're not just a color in a crayon box. And if we knew that, who we really were, we'd treat each other differently. We'd treat ourselves differently. So when you say, I'm black and I'm proud, like, but of what? What concept are we understanding? They say, go see the African History Museum. Why do they start when the boats came? Why don't they start with the drums?
When we was kings.
No, they don't want it, but we are kings. But the 400 years doesn't have to deal with slavery. It has to deal with the Bible. It has to deal with us being disobedient to God.
Right.
And that's why we farm land that isn't our own. Record labels, the NBA, Hollywood. These boys be scared. They be sitting there. Michael B. Jordan be telling my cousin, like, man, I want to do what Ye do, but I'm just, you know, I'm right here. Or, you know, like Kevin Hart be like, man, I like that. I'm envious of what Dave Chappelle could do. And then they sitting it at us. Me to him. Say this. Tech, blah, blah. He said this. He said that. It's like, boy, this There Will Be Blood. Stop fucking with me. Because y'all fucking with my money. Y'all doing shit. I got 80 accounts right now. I got people that's like, why I got 80 accounts? That's that Bob Marley through the toe. You understand? I make hundreds of millions a year. Then I look up and it's like, yo, I got 30 extra people came down to Sunday service. You know, 30 other extra people. That's 30 cars, 30 flights, 30 mini bars, 30 movies. Who watching? Ain't nobody load up this movie. Who wants to see? Well, I wish I had a name of a funny ass movie that don't nobody want to see. That would have made it funny. But who want to see this movie? You get what I'm saying? These just moves, and I come up. It was one dude working on me. I said, how many storages I got? I said, I got 8 storages. And then my wife, because she's still my wife, it ain't no paperwork.
I love that. I love that.
I feel that, bro.
That's hard.
Yeah.
I wish I was like that, but nah, bro. That ain't my wife no more, bro. She belongs to the streets.
So I gave it to her because she's really good at storage. She loves, like, this is her pastime is like organizing. So when she went to the store, she's like, oh, you got 36 storages. That's a silent murder. That's gas. That's like poisoning you slow through the wasabi or something in every little piece of sushi.
You got Japanese whiskey. That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's switch it up
Switch to the Japanese whiskey. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, welcome back, baby. I'm trying to get the Nabigi.
Yeah.
Biggie's gonna be no Biggie. The Biggie.
Everything in moderation.
My wife over there popping bottles. Oh God, Jesus. So as Biggs walked in, I don't know if you see there was Biggs right there, but I always
tell him what I said when you asked me if I do a versus with Jay.
He said no.
Why I say I wouldn't do it?
He's the boss. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We recorded.
But damn, you fucked me up.
We got the box. We got this box, man.
Okay, yeah, please. Yo. We don't know if you know our show is about giving people their flowers while they're alive. And we need you to know how much you're important to us.
Oh, wow.
Open it up from
Yeah.
Wow.
This is,
Shout out to
we
my
need you to
flowers.
know.
All right, what is it though? I want to know.
Beginning, but I want to reiterate.
No,
this
you're not going to show it? All right.
You know how many, not just black youth, not just Spanish youth, not just white youth, but how you are really inspirational to a whole generation. You made people dress different. You made people, you know, wanna really have their albums produced greatly again. You bring that back to hip hop, and I want to tell you that as face to face, man to man, eye to eye, we appreciate you. We love you, and you mean the world to us.
Wow.
All right, great.
And you did a record for me back in the days. I don't know if you remember, and you didn't even charge me. I ain't have it though. I ain't have it. You was way too expensive. And I'm trying.
You're gonna show it though? Are we gonna see it? No.
It's good. It's on the house. It's on the house.
And he did freestyles for me on my mixtapes back in the days. I know he's not gonna remember that
But
at all.
you did steal one of my lines. You said, I go to Jacob with 25,000. You stole my shit. Keep it real. Keep it 100.
I made a whole song out of
You
it.
made a whole song.
With 2,500 wow. I got a plaque on my wall right now. You got your first gold singer. Oh, nigga, wow.
I was looking at that. Because I said, but yo, so you want to do some Hibiki?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let's get him a new glass.
You wanna drink? Yo, oh my God, Nori, relax.
Hibiki, go. Biggs, I'm sorry. It's 10 a.m., but you're going to drink two with us too. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm looking dead at you.
You know what's funny? I just bought a bigger house last night. I got a backpack that's this big.
We're talking about the mobile homes.
Yeah. This is my home. No, that's my house. My home is when my daughter FaceTime me. But my house is that backpack.
Nice.
Okay, so this is what I was going to ask you. One of the most controversial records or most dopest records I've ever heard you make was Biggs' brother used to be. And I thought that was so honest because a lot of people, I believe the word jealous is not a bad word. But sometimes you could be jealous and say, I want what this person wants. That doesn't mean you're a hater. Hate is something different. Hate is I despise you. And I felt like that's not what it was saying with that record, but it was like, I want this slot and I'm gonna stop at no means of getting the slot. Am I incorrect? Or,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I think about when I do things, you know, I go and be on my monk. I'm just traveling the world. I have a home, stuff like but when we go in, like we was doing the listening sessions, we want to make it hurt. That's what competition is. We made everybody push their summer back. You know, Drake pushed back those release dates. That's for fact. That actually, you know, actually happened. And then they had people come out saying, oh, you know, he you know, the other thing I saw this thing that Styles said about this going back and forth. I understand it's interesting to people, but man, I love Drake. I love all artists, period. But not even to mention Drake. I love Drake. I love all artists. No, let's have Drake just have his spot of what he meant in my life specifically and what he's meant to rap, you know, over the past decade specifically. This is I would say the most, if I wasn't me, most of the time. This is a very important artist that actually added something to the algorithm. Because watch this, it's like our phones have what do you call their, like, the hard drives and the way somebody that's more technical. The chips, the microchips, right?
The processors.
The processors, right? We are God's ultimate iPhone. We are God's favorite creation. So if Steve Jobs was God, we would be his iPhone. And we are simply programmed. And we go with the program, and some are unprogrammed, and some of the unprogrammed are people who they say are crazy, or people who go off the rails, people who end up homeless. And the program are the people who go with the program. And you have this thing, like when I said, When I hit you with a WYD, you better not hit me with a HUY. You better be like, hi, with a bunch of I's, or hey, with a bunch of Y. And so it's, people heard that song would text me back with a bunch of I's or a bunch of Y's. We just right there adjusted the programming. That's simple. That's what media, that's a mind control. It's all about, can you be a part of the programming? What I say to Drake is he added something to the algorithm as we become more civilized and more sophisticated. The style of rap that he was doing was more sophisticated than the style of rap that I grew up on. Now, I had notes from Nas and Rakim, and obviously from me, but I also had notes from Sade.
Right.
I had notes, and people want to make jokes about that, but it made it.
No, I give massages to Sade.
There you go.
I play Sade, I give massages.
There you go.
So you a real nigga, just throwing it out there. That's what I do. I'm sorry. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
So that made it, his music was more accessible. There's a time when like rap wasn't as accessible. And he created this thing that actually has good melodies in it, good music in it that became massively accessible. So it's sort of like the iPhone. Music is such an interesting thing to create, a genre to create in, because grab music right now, grab it with your hands. It's like it's in the air.
Intangible, right?
It's intangible. It's intangible, like the concept of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You with somebody, you might only see them twice out the week. If y'all married, you might only see them 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day before y'all go to sleep. But y'all together. It's a concept that you live on, an idea. In this GTA, we are an idea. So for instance, I gotta say this to Boo. I kind of feel like he knew that I was working on cities. He knew I was working on cities, but when you think about a city, who you think about? Akon. So I feel like Boo's like, man, I'm gonna let you know, Ye about to drop a city right now. I get
Wyoming?
Yeah, which is period. Civilizations. This is your man right here was like, are you working on that Epcot? Cities of the future. I'm like, man, how you know that? He said, man, I know what wave you on. So
because nobody never liked it to go to Wyoming until you went there.
Or even afterwards, apparently. Some people afterwards.
Only you. They only came to Wyoming for you. I'm just telling you that.
Yeah, it was a step. The problem is, they say, I was talking to Jay Prince and talking to Elon. We're going to do another drop.
Are you talking about Elon Musk?
Yes.
All right. Continue.
Elon.
This is normal.
Elon Wilson.
Okay. His cousin.
That's funny as shit.
So I was talking to Jay Prince and talking to Elon, which
That's an amazing combination.
It's an amazing spectrum.
Right.
That's actually closer than we think.
Wow.
'Cause why is it so far?
Wow. Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? When I think about, certain people's ability, like Biggs is someone, he know how to read a contract. That's how it's very few of us that's 7 feet tall, and very few of us that's 3 feet tall. We all play our position inside of this modern day Wakanda that we actually in. We at the brink of it. You know what I'm saying? After this interview, I possibly could be taken out. But the interview has happened though, because I've infected y'all to think in the Ye way.
We infected, my brother. We are in.
It's like when they say, this is the man on the moon, this is the first black man on the moon. I just telling people, like investors, people we having SPAC, I was with the black. White person, first of all, we all beings alike. We're not even classified under race. But if we're gonna be inside of race conversation, don't be telling me what you then did for the black people. I started the black SPAC, or this black investments for hair clippers, and what you think I might be into. I remember being out in San Francisco, bro. It's like I ain't never made money with not one person from Silicon Valley. Have you ever saw the show Silicon Valley?
Yeah,
yes,
that's a great show.
Like the opening episode was Kid Rock performing, and he said, "I'm Kid Rock," and then nobody clapped at the end of his performance, and one dude says, "See, that's Kid Rock. He the brokest person here." That best describes my experience in Silicon Valley, whether I'm sitting with Google, whether I'm sitting with Mark Zuckerberg, whether I'm sitting, man, I already been shadow banned. They shadow banned me in the middle of the election. So what I got to lose? I don't use Twitter anymore. I'm friends with Jack Dorsey, I get shot. I said, man, why y'all shadow ban me? He hit me back and said, I don't see anything weird here. Because you not looking, you gave me a I didn't inhale ass answer to why I got shadow banned after I went to Haiti. And
You know what shadow ban mean? I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm
it just
just saying.
means
They don't see your stuff.
They don't see your
Yeah,
stuff.
You don't notice it,
Like,
but they
okay,
don't see it.
load up. If you go right now and load up Emmanuel album by Sunday Service on Apple, if you don't type it all the way to the very end, it ain't gonna pop up.
Yeah.
It's little things inside of.
But let's
Yeah.
be clear. You was a little crazy on Twitter at one point. Remember? You was kind of.
Yeah, but did I get a right for them to shadow ban?
It's freedom of speech, though,
I
too.
don't
You're
even
taking
know
that
what shadow
away.
ban means.
Yeah, and what was the craziest thing? Exposing I had 10 contracts that everybody around me knew I had 10 contracts. Everybody that supposedly cared for me knew I had 10
Because you're not on
contracts.
Def Jam no more, right?
Oh, I'm off of it now. But what I'm saying is, I signed contract after contract after contract after contract, and it's like one of my skill sets is not reading. One of my skill sets is not counting. And people are like, oh, you need to learn how. Man, I ain't telling these niggas learn how to dress. I'm not telling these niggas. But if we moved as a family and a community, you know what Jay say we could fall, we could be each other's crutches. We could benefit each other, but the system tears us apart left and right.
Right.
Jay this way, Dane that way, Ye this way, Virgil that way.
Right.
We stronger together. We
Right.
impenetrable together.
I love
We
that
have
word,
to
even though
vote.
I don't know what it means. Impenetrable?
Impenetrable.
Yeah, you can't get through.
That.
Yeah.
You can't get through.
Yeah. We,
I'm using that one.
we have to vote as a block.
Right.
We vote.
Like, I would have voted for you for president.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you see me on the I went on a campaign. I was.
We talked about it a lot. We talked about it a lot.
I was like 5.
Yeah.
I was by myself. Like
Yeah.
none of the people supported me, but I supported you.
Yeah.
Remember?
But he-
Yeah, you absolutely talked about it a lot.
When
It's on TMZ.
No, praise God, I appreciate that. When it's time to get free, the only way we're going to do it is by leverage and anchor. It's like the Jewish community is not the most people in America, but they understand how to collectively
Right.
use their leverage to have a position that serves them. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I keep on saying is we're us. We're a collective. Humanity, we're a collective. But we so easy to get into like an ego thing. Just like with the Drake thing, man. I love Drake. I was just telling you things that he was doing in the professional game of rap that was throwing me off. And then, okay, I bit his ear. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. That was Mike Tyson, Holyfield. That was professional sports. We in professional rap, meaning it's too many people that get paid off of either of us for something to happen to either of us.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll be on the record talking, I'm going to do this. No, you're not.
You're too rich, man. You're too rich.
It does
Okay,
become
man.
ridiculous at that point.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I mean? So, and why, you know, and life is just so fun and it's lit and we get to be professional,
Right.
you know, rappers for a period of time out of our life and pull in this energy and have people talking about it. But it's a certain responsibility. I think that it's a redemption, a redeeming quality. This is what I have. I'll be wanting to sit down with Drake to say this just as an OG to him is the redemption. Like when I asked him for the beat for TSU, that's my favorite song on CLB. It's like, Mama is not around, Daddy is not around.
CLB is about certified little boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm not gonna do a joke like, man, you ain't know the name of the album.
Listen, man. I live in my own world too, man. I'm not exactly you or him, but I live in my own world too, and I'm kind of the man in my shit. So I'm sorry. But go ahead. Yeah,
No, you
CLB,
don't have to say sorry to me. I'm fine with you not knowing the name.
I feel like going.
You can hear one time.
Oh shit, this is great.
Yeah. But the redemptive quality is like that third verse. Because if you just leave it as is, it's gonna stay as is. And for me, in my opinion, Lucian Granger ain't got no problem with it staying as is. I got a problem with it staying as is. I gotta, you know, it's funny. I call Damian Hirst that did Drake's cover because I felt like I didn't like the cover. I felt like he was trying to troll him or something. I love Damian Hirst. I just bought a couple of his pieces right now. Just one of my top 5 favorite artworks of all time is these animals he put in embalming fluid So you know when you do my interview, what y'all should have is just things just pop up at the bottom. Like,
Yeah, no,
exactly
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying.
have
Like,
that.
like,
Don't worry about
so
it.
he did the shark. It's kind of similar to the scene in The Cell that had J-Lo by Tarsem, where a horse separated like this. So he actually did this, and I bought a dove for my family, for my wife, to put it there, and I bought this black sheep because that's, you know, that's me. So
Wait,
I
you bought a black sheep?
It's an actual black sheep and embalming fluid, and it's by Damian Hirst, who did the Drake album cover. So
I'm thinking you bought a real
yeah.
black sheep.
Nah,
Like,
but it's
wait,
physically.
this is weird.
it is.
Okay.
It is a. No, I actually bought.
It's a rich nigga shit.
I actually bought 1,200 living sheep,
Okay,
but I bought one.
So you're a sheep herder officially.
Yes. So yeah, that was the easy stuff. I had to say that.
like this in my life.
So it's that third verse. I used to rap like this. I would say, girl ain't give me no ass. She needed to go down. And the next line would say, the pastor said, I need Jesus. So I went to the church and let the water wash over my Caesar. I always gave a redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like what Bone Thugs told you about, you know, feds sitting with them saying, make negative music that's going to put more of us in jail. It's documented. You can load it up.
Wow.
So we do that, and you get like of God people, Travis Scott, Drake, Kanye West. We of God, God's plan.
Yeah.
And then we make these songs that don't have a redemptive quality in what we're saying, because maybe we trying to look harder or be cooler or this, that, younger, whatever it is, and act like we ready to die as much as people who really got, you know, 10 bodies and really.
Was there ever did it? I'm sorry to cut you off, but what did it?
Yeah.
Because the rumor is that Drake kind of took a shot at you on that song, but Travis Scott was on that same song. Was married. Did it ever put a strenuous relationship?
Oh yeah, I put everybody on a group text. Everybody gets the group. And what I don't like is like, you know, when I'm talking about,
who's in this group text?
It was Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian.
Jay-Z got nothing to do with this, by the way.
No, he's on the song.
Jay-Z's on.
See, this I talked to Jay at the wedding the other day. He didn't know when he did the song that me and Drake had a problem. So after it came out, he's now in it. That's just like I did it before the fact. But what I'm saying is, so it's like Trav, but then Drake says it's like, say, I'm gonna put you on a guild. I have somebody put you on a guild, and which means put you on a t-shirt, right? And I'm talking to everybody that's in this community.
Drake said that in the
on the album. No, not on group text. He said it on the song.
Okay.
And I'm talking to all these guys: Kid Cudi, Pusha, Drake, Jay-Z, Kim, and Trav. One of the lines I said that was legend is I said, I'm worth more than all of y'all on this text combined.
Yeah. You said that was a what? what did you say? That was a. I don't know what you just said.
He said he wrote that in the text group. Wrote everybody.
Yeah, that was one of the elements of the text.
Okay. This is an intense group chat.
But everybody, everybody wanna. Soon as I start dropping bars. Oh my God, he's in the episode. Oh my God, he need to go to the hospital. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's just, oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
This is so good. This is so good. Keep going. You got some more Biggie? He's like, just got good. Give Big some more Biggie. Please. Yeah. You going in there. So I just got to shut up.
But what I'm saying is, as a community, we have to police ourselves. So if you know you got a person that's, we in a league of our own, right? It's like the NBA, life itself, but then also this like celebrity influential place of like musicians and influencers and stuff like that. And they have.
My bad to Coin, bro. I was definitely crushing and stuff. It was mad loud. Bro, everything's coming, bro. I want everybody to know, bro. What Ye is talking about, bro, is such facts. Let me I can put my little thing up on here now. Come here. This is my dummy camera, just like Coin, bro. But what Ye is really talking about, bro, is like, yo, like all this shit, bro. Like he's talking facts, and people were saying that he's in a little episode, and I feel that, bro. But why? I can't say, but I fucking feel that, and the people that are listening. They know. But this shit is straight. I'm just taking notes. Like I'm honestly here, vaping, smoking, taking notes, listening to Ye. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to be in the comments more.
Have shit that's called like flagrant fouls inside of the league.
So in the chat, did you tell Travis Scott that was a flagrant foul?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because, the thing is, he could have put the line on without everybody knowing. So that means I felt like everybody should go to Drake and be like, you ain't saying that to North Saint, Chicago, and Psalm's dad. Because he could be saying shit that's poking at me and driving me crazy. And then if I do something that seems crazy, then they just blaming me. It's like every nigga that got locked up, it's a reason. They didn't do it just because their life was perfect and they had all the opportunities in the world and they dad brought them up. There's very few people like that is just born serial killer. That's what they want to do. Right. People are always there for a reason. And ain't nobody like, I had this conversation where Drake is like, I never fucked Kim. But I was like, but you acted like you did. You got bars that's like hidden heels, give your wife the chills. You doing all kind of, it's like somebody throwing a marble and hiding their hand or something like that. It's like all that's disrespectful.
Y'all actually had this conversation?
We had this conversation. And this is all, and to the point with Kim.
They had this conversation, bro. And Kim is about to say something, but I'm gonna shut up.
And be like, I don't listen to this nigga no more. This nigga acting like he fucked. And like, we ain't never really, like, we never really had that conversation. Like, I never fucked him. Like, no, but what about did you ever DM her? Did you ever, you know what I'm saying? Everything else around it, because it ain't about just the actual act of it. The act, the anticipation of something is what we live in. Now is the shortest moment of our life. Yeah. Now that was just there, it's just gone now. You know what I'm saying? So you could be sitting there like, did he not? That's worse than if I would have rather you did. And I just actually had to just deal with the finality because my mind, I'm like a Xerox printer. I'm Christian, but I'll tell you something. I talked to a healer that said, I'm dealing with resentment from multiple lives of disloyalty, of the way I felt, with Virgil going to Louis and just things that jealousy.
So it actually was a problem because that's what we heard.
Absolutely. I was jealous. What do you mean? I'm a human being. And people try to tell you what to say and press and what to feel. Like, you don't feel that. You was in my situation and you riding. No, this is the other thing. Sicko Mode, they would play it at the kids' party. So I'd have to bring my kids to a party with this man threatening my life on a song. Welcome to Calabasas. And then they wonder why you end up in the hospital. It has to be some type of respect, a male perspective.
I'm not gonna lie. If it was that serious, bro, why didn't you release a Sicko Mode song, making it better? Like, you were cool with Travis. You could definitely get the fucking track. So why not make your own Sicko Mode? And then that also, but I don't know. I guess not. I don't know. We're going back to the tape.
A God perspective and some type of community leadership. And I'm the leader. And that's what I told
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I told Lauryn, I told everybody. I'm the leader. Let's look at it. Let's open up this Bible. Your grandmother, you need Jesus.
Yeah, you need Jesus.
That's what you need. Yeah.
My favorite song, by the way.
Because praise God. Yeah. Because all of this that we doing, it ain't adding up to nothing. Now God is pointing at me and said, this man worth $9 billion.
Jesus.
This man, and that's pretty good for a black man. Since I was the black. First of all, I said that before. We got to take the black version off of it. Because I'm running circles around, all the other. You know what we're gonna do?
Guys.
Yeah.
All others.
No, that black or white. But what we're gonna do to the world?
We gotta make some noise for that.
Yeah.
We gotta continue.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, you got me hyped, motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, like, look at Moses. In order for Moses to be Moses, he had the ability to be able to take down anybody else. That's my thing. If I'm a rap on a song, if I'm gonna do a beat, if we talk about money, whatever we talking about, I'm gonna be the Moses of the situation because that's what God anointed me, that skill set to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have Drake write a verse. You wouldn't have Virgil do a song for you, but you wouldn't have Drake pick out a purse for you. You know what I'm saying? But I would compete with both of them at the same caliber. You know, competing with Virgil at Louis Vuitton with my little brown sweatshirts. Somehow, this man been anointed with different skill sets.
So
that's why I said I put him on a group text, and it wasn't about the matching Arc'teryx or Kid Cudi dress. It's like, you know how it is. If you texting a girl or a girl texts you back, they might, just to gain some position, text you back slow, different things. Let me tell you, as the leader, I don't operate like that. Don't be on my phone texting back slow. If I, and it's
an immediate response.
Or don't be on my phone.
Right.
That don't work with, like I told you, I'm a Xerox printer.
Right.
Meaning I could see a dinosaur bone and build a dinosaur out of it mentally. So if I hear a verse, I'm gonna build a dinosaur. I'm gonna hear dinosaur born out of a line too. Because people could look and be like, oh, he never did this. But that don't mean that line hasn't built an entire dinosaur bone. And this is a perfect time for me to come back, because you gotta understand, I was Ye, and then they started making more Ye's. Watch this. Ye is like this encompassing thing of fashion, bars, beats, production, videos, this. And then what happened is you get Rocky dressing better than me, Tyler making better videos, Drake, more records, Virgil, higher position in fashion, and J. Cole, more backpack, or Kendrick, better bars and stuff. So I literally had to go like Thanos, and I don't want to have to be the villain, but when I went and did the Donda thing, Ye returned. Yeah. And everybody had to sit back and watch the real leader. They talk about goats and this and that. It's like,
My man, Coing6969. First of all, are we going to talk about Kanye becoming the Avatar, the last airbender?
Well, he didn't shave an arrow into his head. He just shaved patches. But yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Nah, bro, welcome, bro. That was my intro to you welcoming in.
Okay.
Like, you know, we could continue the video if you want. I just wanted to know if you had anything you wanted to say before I start the video again.
Not right now. Like I said, I'd like to commentate with you as you pause. But yeah, I'm just here for the right.
I bet. Down.
Because I affect people 20 years older than me. I affect people 20 years younger than me. And that's what it factually is. And you got to know who you is, and you got to tell people who you are. Man, I got this money guy. As I'm up here disappointed, because actually I got to stop screaming at white people. But I got this money guy that said, yo, you got 80 accounts open, which is what I said, it's the hit. It's a way to kill me. And he was just dismissive. He was like, man, I just saw what Trump did with this SPAC, and you can do this. I said, man, when I do it, we're going to get up to Elon and Bezos and Arnault territory. And he just says to me very nonchalantly, well, I'm not going to say it's going to be all that. 3 minutes later in conversation, he's talking to me about you got 80 accounts open and this is ridiculous. He said it at the beginning. Wow. You know, I said, I already heard that. I started raising my voice. Then he checked me like, who you screaming at? Who you screaming at? But it's like, boy, when you dismiss me and when I try to stand up and you push my shoulder like that, that's a part of the programming in schools today. I seen my son do his homework at Sierra Canyon because Daddy got his own school, called Donda, named after my mom. First black female English chair at English department at Chicago State. So he's doing his homework, and it's math, and it's got 3 eggs and 2 eggs, and it says 3 + 2 = what? And he says 5. And the next one has 3 eggs plus 2 eggs, and it says 2 + 1 = what? And he says 5. And see, the picture was wrong with the number. Right. He starts to get frustrated. He starts crying. He doesn't understand. And I was there, thinking he was too young for me to explain this to him. I was like, no, this is getting you prepped to be pulled over for no reason and think it's okay. This is getting prepped for you to be the person that deserved the job, and someone else get the job, they hire Virgil over you, and you think it's okay, and you can't say nothing because you a sellout to black people if you say you got to go get a hug.
Yeah, you're worth $9 billion. I'm gonna need you to stop feeling salty about Virgil. Like I get it. Like you took your Louis job, you did all the Louis Vuitton Don nights versus, but it's really over, bro. Like you're worth $9 billion. Virgil is not. Like let's stop name dropping him, please. I feel like that'd be very appreciated. I feel
So
like
so far, like we're halfway through it, right? This is about where I stopped before. No, I was
okay.
about 45 minutes deep, but at the same time, I've seen the clips. I think the name drops are there to promote something, and I think it's a Drake Kanye versus.
Oh, most. I mean, if that happens, that's gonna be epic as fuck. Like, and I hope it's. I hope it's like full catalog, not Donda versus Certified Lover Boy. I hope it's full catalog versus full catalog. So honestly, we can literally, like, honestly, I don't want Drake versus Kanye. Like, I really want Hov versus Kanye. I feel like watch. I feel
But
like
he's
watch
already
the
said it's not
throne.
going to happen.
I know, and it sucks. And it sucks. It breaks my heart. But I feel like Drake shouldn't be going up against Kanye. I feel like Drake is, but I guess if that's gonna happen, and Kanye is gonna win, like I want everybody to know, Kanye's catalog is immensely bigger than Drake's.
But
Like Drake
doesn't
just
it
has
make
a Netflix
sense?
series.
Like he's having conversations with Drake outside. That conversation had to happen before the CLB Donda thing. I think they were in conclusion with that. It's all pro wrestling, right? You're promoting. You need
Yeah,
a
it's
partner to
professional
promote
rap game.
even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that this might have even been in the works before the release of those albums. It's just now the albums are released and they're keeping that attention going, and now he's on fucking Nori's show. Like, what reason does Ye have to go on Nori's show other than
I don't know, but I find it weird because Drake is supposed to be on Nori's show. Remember doing the Certified Lover Boy interview. So what's gonna happen with that?
I think they continue this pro wrestling narrative into a versus.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild because see now the narrative, right? If I'm Vince McMahon and stuff, right? The narrative will be right now. It will be Drake. I mean, Kanye does his interview, in about a week or two, or maybe a month. Drake will do his interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then that doesn't make sense because Kendrick Lamar is dropping an album.
Supposedly, hopefully.
Kendrick Lamar is dropping an album.
But I think Kendrick's secluded from all this. I think everybody knows it's been 4 years. Kendrick drops, he's going to do numbers. Don't really think he cares that much about the publicity. I think Drake and Kanye are in cahoots to make this thing the biggest thing ever. Biggest versus ever just happened was with Dipset versus Lox, right? They're going to blow that out of the fucking water.
So now, again, Vince McMahon thinking, if this goes out well, correctly, right? Because again, the situation before Kendrick would be Ye versus Drake. Drake does an interview, they do the verses, and then the winner is a fair chance. But now Kendrick Lamar is dropping an album. Mm-hmm. So now Kanye West doesn't really have to be in this running thing. He's worth $9 billion. He's literally just doing this, I swear to God, for facade. Like I think he's promoting Drake more than he's promoting Donda. Like this doesn't matter to Kanye. And Kanye's like, I feel like all these name droppings and all this stuff is just him flexing it. Like, yo, I talked to Mark Zuckerberg, this guy Arnold.
I think it is flexing when he's talking about like people in the tech sphere and in the famous fashion industry. But I think also when he's talking, he'll drop somebody like you were just saying, Virgil. Like, why even bring him up? It's because it's going to hit headlines. There are so many clips that can be taken from this whole show, just from what I've watched, that are going to be promoted.
I'm telling you,
I think he's smarter than we think. It's
100%, and I really think that this is to promote Drake into becoming like top tier GOAT status. And if this happens, like I think it is, They're gonna do the verses, and then after the verses, Drake is gonna have his interview. And then it's gonna be his winning interview. Like, yeah, I beat Kanye. You already know how it is, Nori. You had him here. You was all giggly and shit. Like, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen. If that happens, I'm gonna be upset because I don't feel like it's fair.
And
But-
then, I feel like it'll be nice though, throw on that like Canadian accent. He's like, my man's was good though, my man's, and he'll give Ye props, and it'll be a friendly thing. I said I don't think there was any animosity in the past year between these two. It was all promotion.
Nah, 100%, 100%. Let's continue on.
You know what I'm saying? They getting you prepped.
Oh,
It's prep school, right, baby?
Right.
It's preparation for your limitation.
Deep. That's deep.
We in these schools right now, baby. Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna get killed by the end of this interview. I'm just gonna try my best.
No. No, you're giving it
Schools
to
have gotten worse, to be
You're
honest.
giving it to
You know what I'm saying? But it's a part of the overall slave ship and the slave mentality. When I cut my hair like this,
Did you cut it yourself or a barber did that?
let me tell you, I should have cut my hair myself because I was in Europe.
So you paid a nigga to do that?
No, tell me. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm asking.
It's funny that you say that because I asked, he kept on like cutting it because this guy's a barber. If you ever cut a plug in somebody's hair, your barbershop might shut down. I cut hair for a living back, 14, 15. I used to do that to buy clothes and also to buy music equipment.
Okay.
I got a story. We're going to get into some real rap shit.
Let's
we had
go.
to like,
we
we had to,
into this.
Yeah.
We into this.
no, I had to just give you some, all the TMZ existence,
Right.
yay thing
Right.
at the beginning. So, damn, what was that train of thought? We're talking about the barber. Okay,
Haircut.
so if you cut a plug in somebody's hair, you could lose your job. You can. I remember I used to cut hair, and I had like one day I had like 6 clients. I had the most money. I might have had like 120, I don't know. And the next day, these barbers, they was real good in town. They said, your boy was on a mission. Yesterday I was feeling all proud. I'm like, yeah, well, I was getting it in. And then he said, people was walking in like this and walking out like this.
Because you just hurrying up.
No, because I was bad.
I didn't know he was going there. Okay.
So he cuts my hair and I'm going through this thing an hour. I'm like, I'll take a little bit more here, do this here, blah, blah. And after this, it took all the life out of this man as a black barber, as a African-American, as a blood of Christ, as a Hebrew, I'm telling y'all what it is, right?
Yes, we listening.
And he was so disappointed that he didn't even charge me. He just walked away like, man, I did this to Kanye West.
For something that you asked for too.
Yeah. And then a few days later, I cut my hair. Now, mind you, I thought it was lit and only God, the universe, the video game, that my haircut.
You posted it on the gram? Was that you who posted it?
But the fact that my haircut and my name came at the same time
No
was
more slave name.
Yeah, it had to be something because to do that, this was harder than wearing a Trump hat. Because every time it's my image, I'm fly, so it's just everything is like you get your haircut, it's Friday night, I'm finna go to the club, or I gotta go to a wedding, or I gotta go to a graduation, or I'm going to my job. Yo, as a man, as a black man, your lining, your haircut means so much. So then I'm sitting in the mirror at the hotel and I remember, oh snap, I have a barber skill set and an art skill set. And I start cutting because one of my homegirls like, I think it need a lining. Cause it just looked really.
It's still lined up.
Yeah.
It's still lined up.
And I was like, I ain't finna get no lining. I got $9 billion. Tell me I need a lining. I don't need no lining. so then I cut it a different way. And the name of our basketball team is the Doves, the Donda Doves. So I started to cut it like a dove. So this is actually 3 doves cutting my hair.
all right, Kanye West. I need to let you know that what you put on your head are not doves. They are not. I need you to stop it. We're gonna go back to the video, but I just need you to know. Okay.
And what I like is one patch will grow back and it starts to make these layers. And I said, you know, I'm an artist, like a process artist. And I like to let people in on the process, like what we did with the rollout. So when you see the hair, it's like you see the process of the haircut. You also see the process. It's like a representation of my thoughts developing because of how close it is to my, you know, to my head.
Brain, right?
And then the whole thing is it gotta look hot, you know, at the end of the day. Like it's girls that hit me like, yo, I like that mask. Because when I wore the mask,
Hov text us and told us, make sure he don't walk in with that white mask.
I got the mask on me actually.
Where's it at?
I was actually about to start giving out haircuts because apparently this is about to be a thing.
Yeah, a lot of people gonna bite your shit.
Yeah, and my barber name is Edward Niggerhands.
I like him already. And I like the fact you're holding a Smoke Champs joint. I like that. If you want to light up, you can light up. If you want to light up, you can light up. It's okay.
Yeah.
No. You thinking about it.
All right, come on. You're my Joe Rogan. Let's go.
Is he gonna smoke? He's gonna smoke? Oh shit!
Hey, man, I'm not a real smoker. Y'all ain't gonna embarrass me. You gotta light it. Like, I got the gloves on. Be like,
yeah, somebody light it for me. So let me ask you.
Yeah, light it up for the billionaire.
This is kind of a serious question, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember when Nas named his company Ill Will, right?
yeah.
And I believe that he had to change the name of his company because it's easy to say like fuck Ill Will, but Ill Will is an actual person. Ill Will was his actual best friend.
Yeah.
So was it ever a time where you said that about naming your album that? Because let's suppose somebody don't like this album, and somebody could say fuck Donna. They're not saying fuck your mother, but they're saying fuck the actual material. Did you ever feel any concern about that, naming it after her?
Not at all, but I have seen them do these things. When everybody said they like Donda way better than CLB, they had this thing where they had these football players coming up saying, what you like better, CLB or Donda? And then they was like, CLB. And then one of them was like, yeah, fuck Donda. I was like, bro, that's my mama.
Yeah. So.
Oh shit! Bro, he took a hit. That's it. His stock went down 30%.
So you did feel that a certain way, like it was a football player saying fuck.
Yeah, but he was saying fuck the album.
Okay, so moving on. Who was it that you said you wanted to work with, DaBaby, and you couldn't work with him?
Oh, yeah. It's like people in my camp was trying to protect me from working with DaBaby. It's so funny. I had
DaBaby or Little Baby? I forgot which one it was.
Well, you know, it was really hard for me to get in contact with both of them in all actuality. I had to tweet to
But
really.
You had a red hat on at the time, though?
No, this is after I had a red hat, but I still got a red hat on today. I'll let y'all know that. I might not got it on, I'll let y'all know where I
Yeah. 4 more years, baby.
That was one of the thing. Your first listening session was in the Mercedes Dome in Atlanta, and that was one of the standout things.
Yeah.
One, getting to hear you and Jay back together.
Yeah.
Getting to hear Jay say that this might be the return of the throne. Yeah. But he did say, I told him put that red hat all alone.
Yeah, that was funny, bro. I literally got on some like Michael from Goodfellas, like going crazy. Like, it ain't like that. You can't tell me what hat to wear. I done had gangsters try to take my hat when I was little and blah. It was like, and then, but I did get him though, because I heard that he was watching on the third listening session.
Okay.
So we start off with Jail and song, and then it's like
he's not on it.
Then it's DaBaby.
Yeah, it's DaBaby. He's not on it.
Yeah.
We watched that too.
Yeah, and he had to be like. But DaBaby verse is hard. You know, it's another thing. It's so funny. Okay. I was sitting in the studio with. I was sitting backstage at Soldier Field with Roddy Ricch and DaBaby, and I was like, "Yo, God really got a new level of shooters around right now. They in another algorithm. It's a whole thing. The way DaBaby be rap, he go into that beat and out of that beat." Around that beat, he'll give you the melody. That man was the number one streaming artist for a reason. This is like Terminator 3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I understand people like a slow flow here and there, blah, blah, but that's the thing. That's the moment when, obviously, like Nas made Ether, and that's going to be forever. You know, I made Takeover. You know,
No, I never knew that.
yeah, I made Takeover.
No, I never knew that.
And my girlfriend, Sumiki Rainey from Chicago, is the one that gave me the sample. She gave me the sample for The Truth, and she gave me the sample for Takeover.
Wow.
She's like, Oz is one that kind of sounds like The Truth. You might like it. Gonna win, taking over. Come on.
Let's take us. Oh, you know, listen, Kanye. We have a game on our show.
Yeah.
Oh, would you finish? Or you?
Oh yeah, I wanted to say
please.
about it was some about related to Takeover. Oh,
Okay.
the algorithm.
Okay.
Is that your bitch? That was the moment when Jay-Z went like this and Nas was like this. Because Nas couldn't. In Chicago we call it sniping.
Mm-hmm.
Nas is my favorite rapper of all. I said that
many produce a whole album.
yeah, many times I said this is my favorite rapper.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment when it shifted was the when Nas couldn't rap that style and Jay-Z could. And I think the moment
I need you to clarify what you mean. I'm sorry.
then is that your bitch? And y'all in this ride, when y'all in this
okay.
six, and like how we rap from Chicago.
Okay.
Like
okay.
how we call it sniping, how Bone Thugs
Like double time?
rap.
Would you say double time?
Twisting.
Right.
Yeah, we call
Okay, I
it
understand what you're
sniping,
saying.
right? So, but Nas, he don't snipe. He don't snipe like that. And then the thing that I feel affected Jay was actually death of auto-tune. Because auto-tune didn't die.
All right.
Actually, it's like the most, I think the most influential artist actually of the past
T-Pain?
10 years is Future.
Oh.
Most important, most influential to our sound today. And then you throw in, you know, Chief Keef.
You ever took
You
an
got
ecstasy
it.
with Future?
No. and then also, one thing is like, with Soulja Boy is top 5 most influential. And I'm not gonna argue with you niggas about this at all. But this nigga, Soulja Boy,
you
top
tried,
5
definitely, yeah.
as far as to what we are today.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
it's
Why
like,
you take him off your album?
you didn't hear that verse?
No. He was a parent. Oh, I think what you're saying.
Bro, I'm trying to tell ya, man. Big Soldier's the man, but he's not the man, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, Quan. I'll put it back.
I'm mad at you. The verse wasn't good?
Nah, but I tell you what though.
I'm so sorry, yeah. I wasn't ready. Sorry, continue.
I tell you what though, Soulja Boy is the future though. The future is a couple people.
Right.
You know, I got some things. Even when my style is like, I never liked Touch the Sky and Gold Digger, that style. I only liked Can't Tell Me Nothing and Say You Will, and that's why I'm still here today, because everything is moving around us. You know what I'm saying? It's like my wife changed the thought of the idea of beauty. You know what I'm saying? It was white girls at her school that used to talk down on her for having an ass, and now it's white girls that go and get ass.
Right.
You know, so Can't Tell Me Nothing. My thoughts behind it, I did Can't Tell Me Nothing for Jeezy, and
That was his record.
it was for him.
Okay.
And I got DJ Toomp to do the drums because I love What You Know About That. Oh, let me tell you about when Atlanta took over rap. It was Bone Crusher was the moment. It changed. That's when Atlanta took over.
We ain't never scared.
Yes, that was. Because also you gotta understand, I'm like Kobe, LeBron, or Michael Jordan, or Phil Jackson of rap. I understand the game. Also, I'm not only a client. I'm the player president. I'm on the player. I'm a coach.
But when you say take over from the perspective of what? Because Goody Mob and Outkast and what they was doing was changing.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Now I'm not gonna say that Goody Mob and Outkast, it wasn't as street as T.I. It didn't have all the bitches like T.I. Father God, excuse me for saying bitches, but the orphanage that I'm creating called Donda, named after my mom, because my mom saved my life. My mom was like, I'm keeping Kanye. This orphanage is going to provide, first of all, the way God is, we already got, what do we call them, bed nurses? All right, so this is like when you go and get your ultrasound.
No, it was like, I have no idea, bro.
Okay. In hospitals today, they would tell a black mother that the baby not finna come out today because we are inside. Us as 12 tribes of Judah, as a member of the Hebrew people, we are still inside of our genocide. 50% of all black deaths a year is abortion. And
Black deaths?
Black deaths a year is abortion.
Wow.
And Plan B was created by Margaret Sanger with the KKK for black population control.
Wow. You're getting deep right now, yeah.
This is what I cried about during the election. Those tears is gonna be gospel someday. And what am I doing? I know the guy from Texas got a lot of backlash for changing the laws. I'm not in a position, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is providing a plan A, an opportunity where you can bring your children. If you feel like you can't take care of them, you ain't got a place to take them, you don't have a support system, we got a place that's gonna have, I'm like, you thought that I wasn't gonna try to get killed in this interview? Dr. Sebi's diet,
Right.
based off Dr. Sebi's diet, saving not only black children, but all God's children, giving an opportunity of a utopia. Because the reason why we didn't get our 40 acres and a mule is we have 40 acres, we have more people. We have more people and we have leadership with the leaders not strategically taken out of the community in the 80s and the drugs and guns put into it. And then the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? The 808 exists in the lowest chakra of your body. The majority of content that's related to the 808 is killer or sexual content. The original 808s was even off pitch. So that meant it's an actual sound in the track that you don't realize is there that is fucking up your entire frequency.
Right.
And now today, every time I hear a car come out, it's 808. But if you think about African music and hip hop and what we was breakdance to, it was light.
The percussion.
It was upbeat. It was the drums. Now it's like, and all of this is a bigger, and it's like, man, you know, at this point, it's like they should have killed me when I said George Bush don't care about black people. I ain't got nothing to say. You know, they SNL making my wife say I divorced him on TV because they just wanted to get that bar off, and I ain't never even seen the papers. We not even divorced.
Wow.
So how we, because that ain't no joke to me. My kids want their parents to stay together.
Right.
I want us to be together. But
I want y'all to be together too.
If you look at the media, that's not what they promoting.
Right.
That's not what they want. They want it to be a new wedding, a new episode, a new TV show. And then they have people all around in my wife's ear. You know what I'm saying? This is a publicist that's next to her. I don't fuck with her.
Really?
That was as clear as you could say.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna try to get killed this interview?
No. All right. So this is a game we play with all our guests. Right? I got to let you know.
We're gonna come music now.
Let's get into some games.
So this is called Quick Time with Slime, right?
Yeah. I do not want over our house, and I don't fuck with some of them nannies either. All right, what's the game?
Okay.
Yeah! Fuck the noise!
You either pick one or the other, or you pick one and hot damn shit. You pick both.
You pick both. You pick both or neither.
If you pick both, then you take a shot. But all right.
Neither or both.
Neither or both. Okay. Tupac or DMX?
Oh, they same, and they both here right now. Both of them are like.
Y'all see, X is on your shirt. So you taking a shot?
I said same. I said they the same, and they both here right now.
That equals a shot.
Both
yes.
or neither is a shot.
Oh, okay.
You pick both.
Are we doing a shot of this?
Yeah, you can do a shot of that. That's no problem. Salute, my brother. Salute, my brother. All right.
Well, I got to have the luxury, the celebrity version.
Okay.
If it's gonna be a shot, it's gonna be a shot.
Okay.
Hey, you want the shot?
No, we want a real shot. Yeah,
You want the shot?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I don't, you know.
Okay. So this one, I don't know where you're gonna go with this one. Common or Talib?
Oh, definitely. Common. Are you, man?
That's Chi-Town.
Oh, no, it ain't Chi-Town.
Okay.
It ain't Chi-Town.
I need to-
Common is 1,000 times better rapping than Kweli. What you talking about?
No, I gotta disagree with you. I'm taking a shot. Just gotta disagree.
No, you can take a shot, but no, you asked me my opinion.
Okay, your opinion. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
My opinion is like everybody know that Common is 1,000. Only thing I don't like about Common is he like work for the Democrats to be saying all kind of like whatever they tell him to do. This is a light-skinned nigga to be doing. John Legend ass niggas, bro.
It's different.
This one I think is gonna be a little hard. All right.
No, but also Kweli be getting up and like come back home. Home where, nigga? You know what I'm saying? When I got a difference of opinion.
Facts going.
It's like, nigga, Kweli, you single-handedly kept baseball caps in business. You the last nigga with this type of hat on trying to tell me where to come home to. You know what I'm saying? And just turn up. And then when he was on here, he didn't tell you the story about when me and 88 Keys picked him up from his house, drove to Marina Del Rey, and had breakfast together and vibed out. He didn't tell you that I feel that the Black Star album is the hardest album since Dark Fantasy. This is the best album since Dark Fantasy. He up here talking about, it's an agenda, it's all control, man. It's like, crabs in a barrel. Jay-Z got this, my favorite line. He said, but why would crabs shouldn't be in a barrel? So how you going to tell me how crabs will act if they're in a barrel? Of course they're in a barrel. What you talking about? But yeah, man, it's like, that's my issue, man. That man, and all these like backhand, he's a billionaire, but fuck him being a billionaire. There need to be more billionaires. And he in thin air, but he not like Dave Chappelle. He not like down with the people. He not that. Man, you can't tell me what I'm going through in my life and whether I'm with the people and adjustment of how I should be like you. If I be like you, Kweli, I'll be where you at. Now, if you take the average 99% of people say, do you want to be Kweli or do you want to be Ye? More people going to want to be Ye, Kweli. So like you told that man, don't give me no advice. Go open up a book, read yourself to death, man. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. People be so, I'm well read. I can't read that well, bro. I can't count that well. That's not my skill set. But tribally, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a real word. I'm sure it's not quality approved.
Drink Champs is a real word.
So tribally, if we was back, in African times, you got to understand Shakespeare created 30% of our language. We speak in a language that's not our own. We speak the drums. That's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard for it to be a black billionaire, and it's so hard to get a Post Malone. You know what I mean? Like a white black dude or something. It's very few and far between that somebody can figure it out, because the game and society in America has been made for us to not figure it out. So all these books, when we go to college and we discriminate against each other, we got this degree that ain't gonna add up to shit to us getting a job for another white person. And I gotta say that, you know why? Because I was separated from my dad, and I've just now understand what happened. My mom
Welcome back,
was an
bro.
actress, but she also had a B plan of being an English professor. And she went for a gig and she didn't get it, and she went to be a professor. Now, her and my dad are separated, but I was still in town.
Okay.
She got a job offer in Chicago from this white organization, Chicago State University, and it separated me from my best friend. So I had to grow up around people who didn't understand me, who didn't love me. People was looking at me as an opportunity since I was 14 because I was a prodigy. I've been had industry friends, so to say, we're going to go over here and we're going to get some beats out this nigga. We're going to go this type of, because my mom separated me for the opportunity of more money. Society is set up to have people go away to college, go away here. And in between your dorm room and your college, or in between your hometown and where you got to go to school, it's going to be a bunch of liquor stores. It's going to be a bunch of strip clubs. It's going to be a bunch of malls. It's going to be a bunch of things that we do that when we don't have that love, like a kibbutz. We need Christian kibbutz. We can have communities, be as close. Kibbutz, like Jewish people have this type of circular community.
Like a community center?
No, it's like where they live and where we need to live, where the grandparents can take care of the kids. It's better to have a grandparent taking care of the kids than a nanny taking kids hired love.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That we move as a community. And as a community, we will not fail. There's communities that didn't go into slavery, like I think it's in Masada.
Okay, hold on. Let's just
Go ahead.
finish quick time slide. I don't want to go there.
All right, let me do a shot.
Yeah, do a shot. You have to do a shot.
Not yet.
You don't have to do a shot yet.
And I said all that to say that we got our opinion with Kweli. I love Kweli. I never really liked the way he rapped. He.
I was trying to get away from this question.
We want to go to the next.
We can never mention Common and Kweli in the same breath. Keep it going.
Okay. Oh shit. Holy shit. All right.
Hurry, man.
Pusha or Big Sean?
Oh, I love this. Let me tell you.
He said, nothing quick about this quick time.
Okay.
I already decided that when I die, on my tombstone, it's gonna say, "I deserve to be here because I signed Big Sean."
So I'm not quite sure of your pick.
Yeah, you're not quite sure.
So
Big Sean, he said,
Big Sean over Pusha T?
No, I'm saying that
Well, you
the
take a shot.
worst thing I've ever done was sign Big Sean.
That's a beautiful thing. Oh, that's a beautiful thing, man.
No,
wait.
The worst.
He just said the worst.
The worst. Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, I know. You fucked me up right now, bro. You fucked my algorithm up.
Nori is wild.
Okay, hold on.
nah, man, look, they let that, man, I know this man mama, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've changed this man's family, and both John Legend and Big Sean, when I ran for office, got used quick by the Democrats to come at they boy that actually changed their life. And that's some sellout shit. And I don't rock with neither of them. And I need my apologies. I ain't saying they gonna change, but niggas is scared. I feel you. They, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got 100 talents. They got them under pressure.
And you still got him signed to your contract? Is he still on?
Man,
good.
when we sign, we just working for the white labels. We ain't signing nobody. This ain't independent. Yeezy's the only 100% owned independent, black owned or whatever. I don't know if it'll be owned after this interview, but you get what I'm saying? Like when we sign something, we don't sign somebody. We're signing someone to the bigger Vivendi slave ship, to the bigger universal slave ship.
Right.
Y'all saying, all these tweets was crazy. You know why Prince gave me the song Jail? Because he liked what I did. And he's like, I like what you did with them contracts.
You said Prince gave it to you. Right.
Man, he definitely, guess who's going to jail tonight? You know what I'm saying? A Gemini
just
spirit.
people who
to be
don't-
there.
Because he was on that tip.
Yeah.
Just people don't know. You talking about Prince?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Ass out Prince.
And
Yeah.
Prince trying to get away from corporations, disconnect.
Prince with the slave on his
Yeah,
cheek.
slave on his cheek. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, bro. This man.
Okay, we gotta get through quick time.
All right, go ahead.
It's not gonna be quick, man. Let's
No, but
not
it's
gonna be quick,
but by the way,
I like.
if you
I'm
want
very
your
interested
flowers,
today.
if you want your flowers, it's like, man,
Okay.
if you took Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, Prince, the existence of Kanye West, oh, he's so crazy. It's like, okay, well, if I'm crazy and it's up, then it's up.
Then it's up.
Then it's
All right,
up.
let me move on to the next question. Biggie or Big Pun?
Well, Biggie for me, but
Pun,
equal
baby.
level, they equal geniuses though.
I
They
love that.
equal.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
move on.
I'm sorry, Big Pun all day.
No, he picked Biggie. He picked Biggie. Yeah, you picked Biggie.
We ain't jerking. We ain't jerking.
It felt like he said both, but no, you said
Oh,
Biggie.
yeah.
Here's where it gets tricky.
Okay.
This is just on the CEO level. This is not artist. This is not just CEO level.
One second is, you know, with,
Hold on, let me get it off. Okay, but you gonna say something genius. Go ahead, go.
with John and Sean.
You already know.
John.
John Legend.
John Legend.
John.
No. I just saw it as a rap thing.
Okay.
Puff is my goat and twin. Goat and twin.
So you're not letting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's get to it.
but with Sean and John, you know, Pusha voted Democrat, voted for Kamala. We ain't seen her since the election either. And I see you saw Whole Foods. They got 94% of the black female vote. You would have thought Drake was running.
Yeah. Fucking love it, baby.
I feel so constrained.
Pusha didn't come out and outright diss me to the public.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he like, man, I'm not gonna do that. Like I didn't diss Virgil when he took the Louis thing. You know what I'm saying? These people came out, and then John Legend, he sounds so white. He was like the rapper. It's just like, man, it's like, where's God in this conversation? You know what I'm saying? Who do you work for? Because if you don't work for God, then you're working for the devil. So who you working for at this point? I'm a man of God. God got me covered. And as long as I'm alive, God's not finished.
God damn it. All right. Let's make some noise for that. This is just on the... Okay. You getting lit. Okay. This is just on the CEO level. Jay or Dame? Just CEO.
Absolutely.
Wait! I don't want to hear this answer. Oh man, who do you think, Coin? Who do you think, Jay or Dame?
He's going with Jay. It's absolute because just the legacy, and even when Nori just said that little thing at the end, just CEO. Nah, he's gonna say Jay.
Yo, that's wild, bro. All right, let's see.
1,000% Dame Dash.
Wow! Let's go, Kanye! Yo, don't disrespect Dame, bro.
No, I'm not disrespect. I just thought he would have a completely different answer.
Bro. Kanye, like, it's no shade on Jay-Z. I'm pretty sure Kanye's gonna say that too. It's like Dame Dash is on some. He's on some next level shit, bro.
I just thought he would. His ego. Not for a bad sense of the word, but just like him, like he just said he was a fucking prodigy at 14. It's just like that self-belief. I would have thought he would align with Jay in that answer. That's surprising.
That's crazy. Let's hear why.
Oh, Riley. Okay. I need an explanation for this one.
Because Dame Dash the visionary.
Okay.
He the original black hipster. I'm the devil's worst nightmare. I'm Dame Dash with money.
Wow.
I don't know how to take that one, but continue.
And I'm also Jay and Dame combined. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Dame has the vision to see it. And this man, I remember, what's his name? Was Steve Rifkin or something? He said, oh, Dame is in Ye's pocket. Hey, white boy, don't never speak on me and Dame. Don't ever speak on our situation of me taking care of the man that put me on.
Right. Beautiful. Beautiful shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what you think I'm a man. Not everybody gonna make the money. You know what I'm saying? If you got a community, you're gonna have people who can figure out how to earn. I was one of Jay's best earner. Anytime he needed that beat, boom. You know what I'm saying? So Dame never had to work again. Period. You know what I'm saying? Anything ever need, I'm here. The more and more money I got, this is my family. I'm never gonna let nobody speak on our relationship.
Make some Beans or the game?
No, Beanie, because even though I talk about
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would pick the game over Beans.
I think it's two different. It's way to Game got shine more than Beanie did, and I would too. But it's a cultural thing, I think, in New York and underground hip hop. So I don't know.
Yeah, but LA, but Game's from LA. So if anything, I should be picking Beans.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, but everybody heard Game for a hot minute.
Yeah, nah, we heard Beans, bro.
05.
Yeah, we heard Beans though. Like even Game gives flowers to Beans. Like he gives a whole song to Beans. Like Beans is heard. So like it's not saying like Beans ain't hard. It's just like I don't know, bro. Game was just really just a different animal. He was the last good product of the rap game of our generation. Like 50 Cent was pretty toxic, and then the Game was the last product.
Well,
like,
and the game, and the Game took it a different direction too. He didn't like stay in the industry. He tried to cultivate other artists, especially from like where he's from. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just think Game has more plays, is my argument.
Oh yeah,
For
I
that,
could say
but
that.
yeah, but Ye's answer, I'm interested to hear why.
100%.
So you went with Beanie.
Yeah,
So
Beanie.
no shot, yeah.
Yeah, because of, I always envy, I was jealous of like Busta Rhymes, how perfect he rapped. You know what I'm saying?
Would you battle Busta in the verses?
What'd you say?
Would you battle Busta in the verses?
Man, I'll battle anybody. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's it.
I'm sorry.
Battle anybody. I don't care. You tell. I excel. Okay, so Beanie, just because I'm like, I'm in that like sophisticated kind of like, if I hooped, I would hoop like D Rose or Curry or Kobe or something. Like I'm real like slick. Like you just look at my color palette and my whole. I'm like on some like Puff Daddy, like real. And Beanie, all the Rockefeller rappers really had. Freeway was like the closest to like an ODB, but I used to say when I wanted to rap, I was like, man, I cut one of my fingers off to have Busta Rhymes' voice and his skill set. When I wanted to be a rapper back in Chicago.
Fire.
So Beanie is that, man, woo. Like we were just listening to What You Do Is Wrong, wrong. The way he was on the beat. And by the way, here's another thing. I still owe Beanie money, and I've been trying to give him this money for a minute.
He gonna get the money. Man.
He gonna get the money.
I think the memo will get through it.
Oh, he gonna watch it. Go ahead.
Yeah, because
Really, how you owe him money though? I don't understand.
Because he made up the name Yeezy. He used to call me Yeezy.
Biggs just text me that.
Yeah.
Wait up. This is deep. So he made up the name Yeezy?
He used to call me Yeezy. This is the thing. People who took a liking to me in volatile situations would always give me a nickname. So it seemed like I was like cool like them. So my boy Mali, that used to sell guns, he's completely legal now. He called me K-Rock. When I would be like on 79th and stuff like, So that was Beanie's name for me when I was at Baseline.
Yeezy.
Like on some, no, that's Yeezy, like make him one of us. He let me wear a state property chain, like he really just embraced me. Because it was like the most.
Some money, man. You do. Give him a little something, man. Give him a little something, man. That was real. That's some real shit right there. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
And I've been trying to give it to him. I was like, man, this man made up the name. It's like, the lady who made the Nike swoosh, Phil Knight, went back and made sure she was straight. Or the lady that made the fidget spinner. I don't know if she's straight yet, but she.
Who the nigga that made the thong? Because he needed to be money too.
When is Cisco?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Kiss or Fab?
Sheesh.
Take a
Jadakiss or Fabulous? Damn.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna say damn. Jada, of course, but like not even of course. Like Jada is beastie, bro. That's a good matchup though. That's a good like 2 round out of 3. A good 2 round.
Neither guy was represented well. I think Fabulous obviously got a little more into the industry. He had a little better backing. Didn't want to buck the system as much. But I still got to go Jadakiss. It's as far as skill and what I like. But yeah, I'm liking Ye's answers too to these questions.
Yeah, I'm respecting the reason too. Yeah, I'm respecting the reason. Like the reason for Beans, I respected that. Like I fucks with that. Like I like it. Let's hear why. Let's hear why.
shot. You can take a shot.
No, the thing is, I'm gonna have to say Kiss, because what do I want to cut my finger off for? That voice. That voice. And then, man, it's so funny, man. It's just like people, when I was back in early in my career, rappers used to stop rapping. And now it's like, niggas just really have something to say and have a great perspective. Like
Right.
when I work with architects, the architect I work with that's designing the Donda Orphanage and various things, this architect is 80 years old. He just turned 80
Wow.
in September. Look at like Pusha T, like look at me. I'm actually 44 years old and I'm competing at the highest level at 44. It's like LeBron or like 7-ring Brady, you know, competing at that level. And that's how that Jada's, and obviously Fab, both of them got bars that I just always loved. Also, another thing, it's like they was in the game before me. So me and Monop used to ride around Chicago.
John
just-
Monopoly.
Yeah, John Monopoly. We used to just ride around and marvel at, you know, the new Swiss Beats with them on it and just, and then Mace Murder and DMX. And this is like our, man, like, I mean, I'ma always look at people that way, you know, the way that I always see them as gods,
Right.
as, you know.
So this one should be easy for you.
Yeah.
Nas or Jay Electronica?
Well, it's Nas because that's who, because Nas is my favorite rapper, because it's Nas.
Right.
What do you mean? It's Nas. Nas is Nas. He's like ordained in our video game to be the best rapper and considered to be the best. Yeah, I mean, it's Nas. His name is synonymous with greatest rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
At
true.
the end of the,
Except one time I caught him with Vans on. I didn't like it.
right. I played basketball against him, and that's when I knew hip hop was dead.
You know, he can't ball for shit. He can't ball for shit. Nah, stop. I'm sorry, nah. Do not let him win. His friends be letting him win, so he thought he was good. But I let him know, not the y'all. I got okay. Pharrell or Timberland? Beat-wise only.
I'm gonna roll with Timberland because of
Same.
the sample style and the fact that when he came through Virginia, and Virginia is a very
Pharrell's from Virginia as well, just in case you don't know.
They definitely both are. They both are.
and that was a shot. That was a shot.
They both from Virginia.
He got me questioning it for a second.
Because Pharrell definitely gonna call you about that one. What do you mean? Nigga, I'm from Virginia too, yeah. Come on, let's take a shot.
Yeah.
All right, salute, goddamn. Our show is about giving people their flowers.
Yeah.
We really want to give you your flowers. We want to give you your praise. You're really one of the most inspirational people in hip hop. I have never seen anybody like when Yeezus drop, when the sneakers drop, I see people outside the doors, and it make me be so proud that I could call you a friend. I could call you a person that I communicate with, and I really, really am proud of you, and we fucking love you out this motherfucker. You gotta take a shot. It don't count.
Tap,
You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's do it. So, all right, cool. We moving on. Holy moly guacamole. This is good.
Oh no, I gotta give at least one short explanation about Timberland. The reason why I say Timberland.
Because he's from Virginia.
That's the reason.
I like Pharrell.
No, it's that kind of Fred Hampton, Devontae, Jodeci, that chord, that church thing, that Detroit, Deep House, Chicago, Deep House, those church chords. That's it.
Okay.
Timberland was one of and Devontae, the main thing that we do at Sunday service is that we want to do Fred Hammond. We want to
Sunday
get
service
Jodeci.
right now, in case you
Yeah,
don't
so even when I did this album, Emmanuel's a Christmas album, our notes, you would think it's like some Catholic choir, but the notes have the updated operating system. It has those type of chord progressions. Now, mind you, like Pharrell get them chords though.
Because you know why I feel like Pharrell is actually lost members of Native Tongue.
Yeah.
Did I get that accurate?
Yeah.
Because like you guys weren't tough guys to quote unquote, but you guys were hip hop. Is that accurate or
Yeah.
I'm a little Habiki got me?
Yeah.
A little bit. Vicky got you a little bit.
Okay, all right. MPC 3000 or MPC 2000 XL?
Yeah, the 2000. I use the 2000, so I gotta go with the 2000.
I don't know.
You still
yeah.
using it?
Yeah, I still use it. I still use the ASR and the 2000. Yeah.
Okay, analog or digital?
I just say analog right off back. I like shoot stuff in 16 millimeter, but we use Pro Tools.
Okay.
Right.
So, Fat Joe or Ja Rule?
Damn.
Well, Fat Joe, because I grew up, he had Gotta Flow, Joe.
Gotta flow, Joe. Gotta flow, Joe. That's right. Okay. Puff Daddy or Dr. Dre?
Well, Puff Daddy, because we twins.
I like that. That's enough. We're good.
Man, also he got that. Yeah, I mean, it's just like,
Puff a Gemini? Nah, he's not Gemini.
that's
is he?
that.
It's Puff everything,
Is
man.
he a Gemini?
He everything.
Yeah, that's
All right.
that. That's like what Consequence is like. That's that bop. Like it's just like Puff's bop that's closer to like Dre's got his bop is like the West Coast bop,
Right.
but I really was like on some trying to put the shakers and trying to be all the hitman in one.
So, Swiss Beats or Just Blaze?
Well, Swiss Beats definitely because Just Blaze is a copycat. He get credit for the blueprint, and I did the first half of the blueprint, and he just copied my half and I mean, look where I'm at today. Look where he at today. So that should show you. No, what do you mean? I be hearing and then it be all over the radio. I have my girlfriend from Chicago will be in Hot 97 and stuff, listen to the radio. It'd be another Just Blaze song, another Just Blaze song.
All right.
No, I like the originators, man.
Okay.
I don't mind the copycats too. And by the way, you just gotta say it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I say if somebody copy me, I'm like, you copy me. You know what I'm saying? I tell Trav, like, yo, you copy me, boy. And it's like, but I love you, but just know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be but hey man, it's our community, man. And we can this other thing, when I had the record where I'm saying Virgil and Drake, just because I say somebody's name don't mean it's a beef record.
Right.
This is not beef. I ain't saying nothing.
hatred.
I just said I put these two men on the same text. I said, stop it with the funny mess. Like, we ain't operating.
Just rhyme.
Yeah.
Put the two on the same text.
Yeah.
Top with the funny mess.
Yeah, that's
a bar.
Yeah, that's on the song.
Continue. Holy moly.
I'm saying names because I don't like subliminals. I don't like subs, with sub bait, 808s. I don't like nothing where I can't see. It's like just be straightforward.
Right.
Whatever it is, I honor that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, hey, this is how I feel. This is how you feel, and let's talk on that way. Let's not talk through no managers. Let's not talk through no assistants, no bodyguards, nobody using you.
You hit me direct.
Yeah,
You
right?
hit me direct.
Right.
You hit
You
me
said, who
direct.
are you talking to?
I was like, who? He said, formerly known as Kanye. It's that nigga.
He still didn't believe it. I believe it.
Listen, formerly known as Kanye. That's him. That's him. All right, cool. Okay. Busta or Missy? They both from Virginia now.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Nah, but I look at them as different genres though, a bit. But you talking about like if it's videos,
Artists.
yeah,
Or whatever in your mind
Yeah, whatever you're buying.
is
However
the
you wanna
criteria that you create.
that's same actually. Then
Same? Take a shot then, goddammit. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
We outside. We in comeback.
I'm looking for the
Dale Chanchi.
Where my comeback? I don't got my own shot glass.
How you don't have a shot
do
glass?
this,
What you been
motherfucker.
doing?
I've been doing this, motherfucker. How you doing? Salud. What is that? You drinking Mama
Mama
Juana
Juana,
again?
Mama Juana.
Please don't confuse your cup with that shit.
Representing Dominicanos, hey.
Hey, I'm sorry. I love your Dominicans, but Mama Juana, not so much. But I love my Dominicans.
Woo.
Okay.
Yo, let me tell you, I want to make clear why I have a major problem. It's a publicist because she promotes fear. And if my wife can be scared, who the main person she gonna be scared of? And then after that, who my kid's gonna be scared of. If you promote the idea of fear and reading every single comment and being in her ear all the time, giving these mid-level suggestions, not one suggestion I would ever take from this person. But all the suggestions I gave my wife, now she on the cover of Vogue, now she a multi-billionaire. But
Bro,
now
they've been
our
pouring his shot this whole
relationship,
time. He even
and
lights,
then whenever
someone
it's
lights up
something
his
about
fucking blunt.
our press or what the kid's name is, she part of putting that information out, but then she over my house. And I told her on the phone a week ago, I said, I'm being nice. Y'all want to keep playing with me? If it's up, then it's up, because at the end of the day, I got to protect my children at all costs. And if they using their version, I'm using my version, because guess what? I could get Nori number.
That's right.
And what's my daughter's name? Nori.
By the way, one of my best compliments I ever had in my whole life. We was going to see you perform, to watch you perform. This is the first time I think you did the circle, when you was in the circle, and you grabbed your wife. I was with my wife. You grabbed your wife and you grabbed her. You pulled her over to me, and the E cameras was right in my face. I turned red, even though I'm brown. I turned red, and I'm like, Dad, I just want to say hi to you. And you said, "This is who we named our daughter after." And that's the biggest compliment I ever got. It's two of the biggest compliments I love. Is when you did that, and when Cormega said you learning on the job and you winning. And I don't know how to think. I don't know. Do I get a free beat or something? Hold on. Let's move on. Because this is so great. Okay, Outkast or UGK?
Oh, I gotta stay for this.
Yeah, Outkast for me.
Okay. That was pretty cool. Scarface or Ice Cube?
I just talked to Scarface yesterday. It's so crazy. And then, I'll be hanging with Cube. Shit. For me,
It's a shot?
I'm trying to see who influenced me more. I like Cube better personally for like if I play his listen and that, but Scarface is more influential to me as a rapper and to everyone as a rapper. He's another important part because when Scarface switched his style, when he started turning his words like around like Mary, I got this love forming in my life, and indeed another form of life. Jay would add that. Scarface flowed his flow. I'm talking about people who added to the flow. You get what I'm saying? It's not a specific thing where people could even rap like Ice Cube, because Ice Cube, until he like really did the yay and like added a style to it, his style was kind of similar to mine, where it's like it was sort of, you couldn't pinpoint it, you couldn't imitate it, couldn't. It was just like Cube. Me and Cube is both Geminis. We both saying the same thing. We both from Virginia.
Yeah, Geminis.
Find out he's a Gemini too.
My wife's a Gemini. Y'all taking the Gemini.
Andre 3000 Gemini.
Specifically Gemini. Yeah, Gemini's got the most goats in rap though.
Okay, so basically you're saying Cube.
Biggie's a Gemini.
You're saying Space. Oh, you're saying Cube.
I'm saying taste, like my music is. I love both of them, but I'm gonna say Cube. But I'm saying Scarface was more influential as a rap because he added. Like you gotta look at rap like it's the NBA, and there's certain people. Remember Kobe used to shoot up like this, or like AI, or people have added things to the overall game. The half of the NBA is like number 23. It's people, and Scarface added something to it that people don't pinpoint enough. And that's specifically when he did that flow. I would like to get into the science of rap and the science of music. We can get into that. Go ahead.
But we're gonna move on though. Travis Scott or Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi, because Travis is a mix of me, Cudi, and Rocky.
Jesus. Okay. Little Baby or The Baby?
Man, what I was saying is like, No, because they both are equally adding something new to rap itself. Like, it's mad people that rap. Like, people just rap like Lil Baby. Like, there's so many people just rap like Lil Baby.
You could pick both. Well, pick one.
Okay.
You can pick. Take a shot. If you pick both, it sounds like you said both.
I'm gonna go with Lil Baby.
Okay, I respect.
Because I did say Lil Baby is my favorite rap. Because the thing is, when I just hear his raps, he was it was a concert playing, and it just put me into a mode. It's like he hit something And you know, that's what like rap, it gotta, and that's the thing, if niggas is, that's what like rappers, I feel like lose that ability to really put people in that mode where they wanna like do better at business, work out, create, whatever they wanna do. It's like, if you lose your, cause it ain't nothing, it's nothing I said in this interview that's not what I would say in this interview.
real life.
Not that I wouldn't feel, and I think it's interesting that it comes off as shocking in any way, because I'm not really saying nothing shocking. It's like, you know John Legend gonna always show up and just do whatever them folks tell him to do, man. You know, it's that's not a shocking thing, man.
I'm too much into this. Okay, Wu-Tang or NWA?
Definitely Wu-Tang. Would you have me stumped if you said Wu-Tang or Mobb Deep?
Wu-Tang or Mobb Deep?
Too late.
Okay.
They both from Virginia.
All right. Damn, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go Ray or Ghost.
Sheesh.
Is this shot?
Well, Ghost,
Okay.
because I'm a little bit more on the spectrum. I'm a little bit more on the crazier side of things. So I have a tendency to have been emotional in the past and to do things in an emotional way. And the funny thing is, people say out their interview that, oh, yeah, you made it harder for yourself. I said, no, I made it easier for myself. Don't text me, nigga. I don't want the cap. If you don't, like, period, I don't like caps. I made it, I want to simplify my amount of friends, you know, my amount of people that I go over their crib or to their spot and stuff. So, yeah, go ahead, though.
Okay. I wasn't ready for none of this. Funk Flex or Kick It Free?
Oh, snap.
DJ wise, obviously.
Yeah, Funk Flex, because it was a part of, you know, have people have hoop dreams, you have rap dreams. Funk Flex voice, or he played, I still be like, we play Otis. There is no Otis without Funk Flex.
Man.
There's no Fabi on the album without Funk Flex. I heard him do the freestyle on Funk Flex and got him a jet.
Foreign Fabio. Okay.
Yeah, to Atlanta. That
I was hoping you was gonna fly me out. I was like, yo, I wanted to be flued out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you, good.
I like that term. Yeah, so it's funny because Chris Rocker, we had the song, me and Jay had the song Ham, and I was very into that tempo, the 60 or 120, 50, that tempo that Niggas of Paris eventually ended up being. And for people that now, like, I remember Boo called me like, is that your, he texted me, that's your first single? And he
Niggas
was
in
looking-
Paris or?
No, Ham.
Ham.
Was it Ham? Now, mind you, Ham was the first time we ever saw the Givenchy dogs, because we had Givenchy, Ricardo Tisci had designer that did the gold cover, that was doing all the Rockwilders, did that cover. The first time you ever actually saw the dog was on me and Jay-Z first single, Ham. So I remember LeBron was losing in the championship, and it actually said, "Who's watching the throne?" And I took a track off of what was going to be my album, Follow Up the Dark Fantasy, that I heard when we all was at dinner, and it was the Otis sample. And I chopped it up, and I was gonna go to Milan to do something in fashion. And I was about to be late for the flight, and I had a Don C snapback on and a tank top and a Mercer, just chopping up Otis. Because I was like, yo, we not gonna lose this game. We not gonna lose this game no matter what. I'm gonna give you all this. I took New Day off of my next album. I took Otis on my next album. And we got into this big argument because he had this song called Holy Grail that he had Justin Timberlake singing on. And I was like, we need to put this on his album. And then he's like, nah. And that's why everybody knows Jay is very selfish. And we had a very like...
Damn, I didn't know this. Go ahead.
Come on, it's Jay-Z, man.
I got Ace of Spades. I love it. I love him. Go ahead, continue.
No, we all love him, but you know, he's very selfish. And that was he'll say, he's like, man, I'm selfish. I'm selfish.
Okay.
So he wouldn't give that song. I'm like, man, I'm giving all of
so
this.
what you're saying is Holy Grail was originally supposed to be on Watch the Throne?
No, it was supposed to be on his album.
Okay.
But
And I said, we need this because we don't need to be losing like how LeBron and them had just lost in this championship.
You wanted to
People
make
was
the
gonna-
album better.
I wanted to make the album better. He wanted to say the album. It's something that I heard that Irv.
That's when y'all fell out? 'Cause, like,
No, we fell out many times. It's my brother.
okay.
So whenever you do some J shit and I do some Ye shit, we don't say shit.
Right. That's some real shit.
That's some real shit.
Yeah.
When I get lifted, I don't know why John Legend voice just came up into my head. That's the drinks.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so ready for this.
All right, so anyway, what were we talking about? The song that
We can move on if you want.
Holy Grail.
No,
Holy Grail.
We got mad about that. I was like, how I'm giving all this and you ain't giving the equal amount. And I find that in life, period. I find that, you know, I love Jay so much. Just like I love the city of Chicago so much. And it was always like the same thing with Jay or Chicago. They always wanted it to be somebody more gangster. They didn't want it to be Ye. That was with Kim. Maybe she wanted to be a ball player or something. You know, it was like nobody wanted it to be Ye. Or you know, with the LVMH group, a different thing. They wanted to be somebody that's more controllable. They didn't want it to be, you know, they didn't want it to be Ye. And it's always like this uphill battle. You know, it's so funny. I just could never erase the way Tata would look at me sometimes when I go to the studio. And I always felt like it was an air of that, like no matter how big you get, nigga, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And that's how he always makes me feel. So whenever I like get mad at Jay, I get mad at Tata at the same time. I always like, I kind of pull him into the same thing. Cause you know, you'll never forget that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what's wrong with my polo type, you know? Like you ain't gonna look me into a throwback.
Holy God.
I'm gonna keep my polo on. Actually, but they wrote people, all the Rockefeller Awards throwbacks because of me, real talk.
Okay.
Because I would go down to Atlanta and they had the Mitchell and Ness stand in the middle of the Lenox Mall. And I'd take my little producer money and I'm a Garmento at the end of the day. My family made the first bootleg Louis Vuitton jogging suits because they would like, when they would confiscate the drugs inside the Louis Vuitton bag, they cut up the bags. My family went and would take the patches and put them on the clothes. So that means like when they had Howard Hughes died, they called it the Aviator. My film gonna be called Garmento because I am the biggest person, like I said, in every interview I've ever been in, the biggest person that ever existed in fashion. You could Google it for the past 3 years. Yeezy has been the number one most Googled brand, most valuable brand on the planet. Don't hit the horns, don't hit no claps. I'm still in the midst of something.
Okay, go.
So but somehow we drifted to the
You're the
clothing.
biggest nigga in fashion. Let's just stick with there.
No, it was something in the train of thought that I wanted to say before I got to the thing about my family.
You was talking about the throwbacks.
Throwbacks, yeah. So I would come back to Baseline and I have like the Astros on or something. And then Jay would be like, you know, where you get that from? I was like, Atlanta. Then I come with another one. He's like, oh. I come with a third one and say, what, you live in Atlanta, nigga? So also Don C always been like on like that, you know, hype beast, kind of like selling clothes online since day one, back when the letters was green on the computer screen. And he would be buying stuff for cheaper and Fab would go and buy his throwbacks from Don.
Fab the artist.
And this before Don became my manager.
Right.
But by the time when me and Don came together, that's what Jim Jones would tell you, that's where we revolutionized it. Because we used to sit there and be like, when we get money, niggas ain't gonna be able to see us. When we get this money, and me and Don would just be sitting there like, yo, we get this. And when I got it, went to the Louis store, got all these Louis bags, started doing the shoots with that. I even bought like the Louis suede, it kind of looked like this jacket and stuff. It's this one shoot where I got the glasses, the jacket, the Louis bags. Niggas like, what are you doing with all that Louis luggage and stuff? I don't know. It made me feel regal or something like, or some coming to America type vibe. So now Don got a store. Right now, I'm in the process of, you know, I've asked nicely to get my own Balenciaga store because I like my pull. You know, sometimes people say they go to Balenciaga store and they'll be like, man, they don't look like how Ye and Kim be looking and this and that. Like, and I'm like,
Your pull means your pick, right?
my
sorry to
pick
cut you
of the
off.
clothes that I picked.
What is the affiliation with Balenciaga? Because a lot of people got mad at Gucci when Gucci came out with this lips where they was mocking black people. A lot of people thought that. But Balenciaga and Gucci is are they related?
Yeah, it's the same group. It's Francois Pinault. It's one of my favorite people. I like, these are my what do you call, not counterparts, but like when y'all work in the same field.
Your peers?
Yeah, these are my peers. Bernard Arnault is my peer.
Right.
Pinot is my peer.
So
Renzo Rosa is my peer. Elon is my peer.
Did you ask this guy?
Bezos is my peer.
Jesus.
Jack Ma is my peer.
Jesus.
Like, I just want y'all to understand who my peers are.
Jesus.
Like, as in the peers. That's fine.
Go ahead.
All the rest is dead.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Okay.
Okay. Those are your peers.
Steve Jobs, Disney, Hughes. Okay. Okay. Now, yes, this is the same company, but man, how about we start owning some stock or some land? What we own? Braids.
Right.
You can't have braids. What we own? The N-word?
Right.
You can't say nigga.
Right.
But you can't buy your house. You telling somebody what they can't do? The person they own the block can say what the fuck they want to say.
Right.
And we talking about this our block. You don't own the block. And you know how you own the block? First of all, it's not even what you financially doing it. It's the way you taking care of the block. But that's easy for me to say, right? I had both my parents. I'm amazingly attractive and talented. But we are put, like we say, crabs in a barrel. We are in a barrel. We not put the 40 acres in a mule. And the more and more we look at like the numbers on YouTube, but this, Buster, I don't even gotta watch right now. Pastor gave me a Timex that I wore. I had the one where I had like this
200.
Yeah, I actually bought it that day and I gave it away that day.
Where was I at?
You missed that giveaway.
Because no, it's this pastor,
Right.
and he had no idea what that watch was. When I was taping, I was at a church called Grace Farms that's designed by these architects that I love, named Sana out of Japan.
Right.
This right went boom. So that shit at the bottom of the screen. Boom, 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 boom. So the pastor was talking to me. He said something. He's like, man, you know why racism? Because he's a white pastor, so he wouldn't just instantly talk to me about racism. Okay. He said, man, racism wrong is because, God don't make junk. And I was thinking, like, don't say it like that, man. Don't worry. It's like, no, that's not your explanation for racism. Right. But this man, I'm talking to him about, man, I want to pull my family back together. I'm assuming this interview is not that helpful to that, but
it is.
I don't think it'll hurt.
Don't worry about it. You good?
Yeah, I think so because I got to get the people about the life that shouldn't be in the life. That's my wife at the end of the day. So it's like I'm using it because, by the way, I can't do nothing illegal, but this is legal, ain't it? So I'm the priest of my home. So if I need the nanny to get up out there and the publicist to get out there, that's what.
Yeah, that's your family, huh?
That's my family.
Right. That's real shit.
That's my family.
That's real.
That's my family. Hulu.
Right.
That's my family. Hulu. That's my family, Hulu.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have killed me if George Bush don't care about black people. It's up now.
Yeah, it's up. It's up.
And this my family also.
That's right.
That's why I'm here.
Let me ask you, one of the beautifulest things.
Get lifted is my family. And ass. I said, man, do not make your first song be called ass. I always want to make a song that if I'm going through the airport and people sing my song, it's my theme music. When you go through the airport, everybody screams out, ass.
Gotta make you laugh.
So, one of the beautiful things I see you do is at the DMX pass.
Give me my tombstone. Go ahead.
At the DMX pass, you not only did design the shirt that I got on right now, but you also attended the funeral.
That's good circle. The head of Balenciaga designed that shirt.
Oh, okay.
The head of and that's when we started building a relationship because he did a Halloween costume. First of all, he worked at Yeezy season 1. So we were all.
Wait a minute. Wait. The head of Balenciaga worked at Yeezy?
Yes.
Holy shit.
So we're in the apartment where my wife got robbed.
In France.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is before then. And inside of this, we got Kim Schraub, the head of Skims. She used to be creative director of Yeezy. I brought her over to Skims. They had these weird black wire bras and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm going to give you my creative director because the people that you're in business with, they just trying to use your name. They don't really care about the product. And usually that's how these numbers guys are. And then they start seeing people love the product. Oh, we said we care about the product. Okay. We had in the apartment, you had Jerry Lorenzo. You had Virgil Abloh. You had Kim Schraub. You had me. You had a few other designers. You have Lucette, who's the head shoe designer at Yeezy. Now we have Mark Minor, who got from Nike, who's the head of Yeezy Adidas. And you have Demna, the head of Balenciaga. That's what I'm saying. I'm a community builder. I'm going to put together the right people at all times. But the people that have in the past been in a position of power going to try to separate Jay and Dame, separate my mom and my dad, separate me and Virgil. You get me? You see the pattern? That makes it impossible for Black Wall Street. But Wall Street, forever begins simply because I thought about it the way Common said. I thought of our community growing where we're not forced to make the choice of whether or not we can afford to have a child. We're not forced to say, I'm gonna have to kill this nigga because he said this and this. You never hear about Jewish on Jewish crime. They kill each other in business in a different kind of way, but not actually physically taking a life. So when me and Cube went into business on the Big Three, what I said to him, what we have to do to honor God is we're going to be noble when not killing each other on business. Business always be like 30-page contracts and us doing or getting some. I don't negotiate. I don't do a contract that's more than 1 page. It's very hard to get me to sign something at all. Why I need to sign something? I pay cash. I don't even pay monthly. I just pay, I pay half and half. Somebody like, I want, $300 a year, $200 a year, whatever. I'm like, give me your account number and then get that $150. And in 6 months, if you did a good job, you get another $150. If you run off after 6 months, then we just ain't gonna be working again until you apologize. Because I'm the most forgiving person. Because I still believe in you even when you being less than you are. I gotta realize if people take advantage of me, that's they lives being taken advantage of. Something, because I'm a walking Vic. I'm a target. I just say yes to anything. I just can't say no. I'm here to only say yes. That's the key to life. You get what I'm saying?
Jim Carrey in the movie, Yes Man.
Yeah, yes man. I'm the yes man. Anybody, someone, you want my. When me and my dad bonded, my dad used to have to say, I'm working on this water purification center. I found this new spot. It's gonna cost us $1 million to buy the land. And my dad is pitching to me. My dad ain't had to do one thing for me. He only had to do one thing, nut. He ain't got to do nothing. That's all my dad ever had to do was nut. He ain't gonna ask me for nothing else. He made me. I told my dad the other day, I said, look, call Andre, who's my cousin, he used to work at Ernest Young. I'm always screaming at him. He does accounting right now. I said, call Andre. Anything in my account is available to you. And if you spend it all up, I'm just gonna make more money.
Wow. Jeez. Wow.
And that's a multi-billion-dollar situation. That means that's every dream that the real Steve Jobs, my dad, the real Steve Jobs. Wow. But he didn't make Gold Digger. He didn't get the Yeezy. He didn't have the opportunity. But guess what? He made an earner, like Hoop Dreams. Like when somebody's son make it to the league.
Yeah, but I'm still here.
I made it to the league. My dad is a Christian counselor. My dad sleep in homeless shelters and counsel people. My dad has a water purification center in the Dominican Republic. I'm just my dad. Everything I do that has any kind of nobility in that place is of my dad. Anything I do that's in entertainment is of my mom. And my mom and education. Because my mom is, an educator. So what I'm saying is, but I would be the type of person that's making my dad give me a PDF. Right. You my dad. Right. I know I bought your girlfriend city. Listen.
Where do we go with this?
But moving forward, right?
Father God.
We went from PDF to titties, man. PDF titties.
I know what you use some of that money on, but
But moving forward, right? Because we spoke on the phone. It was a great conversation.
this is not things that a man of God should do or say.
And one of the things that you said to me was, you're out of Def Jam. And I felt like you related being out of Def Jam and changing your name in like the same category.
And what's the question on that?
Because so my question is, why, like, after all these years, what are you doing moving forward? You going to be independent? Like, is your next album going to be on Ye? It's going to be on your label, or how does this work?
I'm gonna go public. My thought that I have right now that I'm gonna say out to put it into fruition so other people can figure out how to make it is I have the biggest brand on the planet with Yeezy, with Donda. You know, the richest man on the planet is Bernard Arnault. His last 2 employees used to work for me.
Jesus.
So we have the biggest brand. We moved the Gap stock by $2 billion in like an hour when you put my name next to it. And so I'm gonna take myself public and create a universal basic income and go public for a T.
Like
publicly traded? Do we all know what a
public?
T is?
No.
$1 trillion.
Yeah, but publicly traded public.
Yes,
right?
and make a universal, not even universal basic income, but universal wealth. Because if everybody has $100,000 a year, some people could spend it wrong, right, but it changes what we value. Right now, they pumping so many logos and so many, all the wrong kind of concepts, but it's inside of us. We collectively are God. We as a collection, God is in us. So collectively, we are God. As we move, like when they move around Mecca, when you see that, you see God inside of that, the way those people are moving. Once we move and we realize that we just all have to be on one accord, like to do what Quincy Jones did in the studio, but do that to our life, that we all in one accord. When I go and say something that's about Drake, about John Legend, I'm just tuning the note so that we could play a symphony.
I'll let you keep going, man. I'll be scared to stop you now, man. Okay, holy moly. I forgot we still on Quick Time and Slime. Okay, this is the last one. Fuck it, because I got more, but I got 2 more. That's it. Yeah. Mobb Deep or MOP?
Or Mobb Deep, but with Mobb Deep, my favorite group. So
bringing up Queen's Price right now. Keep going.
Yeah. Mobb Deep is my favorite group.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
And then it's collective. Like
big ass facts, bro.
But it's Mobb Deep is in Quiet Storm. It's like, you know what I mean? I just feel very like, just even the way I present myself now, when I'm doing the leather, that just feels very. Mobb Deep had this like slickness to it. I know, it's like Belly, the beginning of Belly. When I would hear, I think about Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm looks like the beginning of Belly. And that's what I love. I had the most Hype Williams videos out of any artist of all time. And
you spending that money.
Yeah, me and Hype are good friends. People used to say, y'all ain't gonna get along. Y'all both assholes. This is my best friend is Hype Williams. And what I liked is, man, he made Ja Rule look like 8 feet tall. He knew how to. And by the way, Ja Rule is 10 feet tall inside. You get what I'm saying? We kings at the end of the day. So I'm not saying this because I would never say nothing to ever disrespect Irv Gotti or Ja Rule. I've rocked with them. I love them. Irv is my man. If I say something that I said with John or Big Sean or Trav, whatever, these are the things this is how I honestly feel as far as like Irv Gotti. I love Irv Gotti, bro. This is like, I just can't even just express the amount of love. So I don't even want that to be taken as like no halfway
we got
slight whatsoever.
It's our family too.
But so he showed us as kings. You know what I mean? It's like, we do these cameras, if you take the camera, we get some of the things I would do is like put a camera this way that goes this direction, because you're gonna look like a god. You took that camera a little bit lower, and when you sit it, my dad was a photographer also, so he explained that to me. And you look a certain kind of way. The press, the way they paint us, you know, will make us feel like that's all we could be, and that it makes our ceiling like that. But Hype went in and painted us a certain kind of way, and when you saw Belly, they made sure it wasn't one after that. I did them 2 listening sessions, right? Them 3 listening sessions. This shit was the craziest shit ever.
Talking about in the Mercedes
Chicago,
stuff, yeah. Okay.
I brought my mama home to show
You
Soldier
had Marilyn
Field.
Manson out there with
Marilyn Manson. We doing a
Griselda.
GD
That was
anthem.
strong.
Like we just, it's up, right?
Right.
Was it some listening sessions after that? Could Live Nation figure out a listening session? We got to open it next spring. Hype Williams. We're going to take all that making people look like who they are shit up out of here. And get that on up out of here. You better. What'd you say?
Elon Musk or Nikola Tesla?
Nikolai.
I don't know the beat. Good.
Well, I gotta say, Elon, you know, because we be too, that's another thing. We be too like in the past, bro.
Right.
Great, Tesla, great. But, you know, Elon making my cars now. Elon making my rockets now. Elon making me smoke weed with my Joe Rogan, with Nori over here. Wait, not mine with R. You know what I'm saying? It's like Black History Month. Cancel, right? Put this on Black Twitter right now. Ye says cancel Black History Month. Why? I need Black Future Month. I need Black Possibility Month. I'm tired of seeing us getting hosed down. I'm tired of talking about slavery and how we should only be so lucky to vote for a woman we ain't seen since the election. We should.
Jesus, can't go there. Okay, large pro or primo? Large professor or primo? I'm trying to get off away from this.
Y'all thought I wasn't gonna get killed by the end of this interview. I'm doing everything I can, bro. No, we can't. No more Black kids. This is here to remind you of who they want us to be and not who we really are, bro. And you know when I say they, who there's overlapping they.
Niggas at the college be talking about. They don't want you to eat the sandwich.
Yeah, because they don't love you. They will put up with you, but they do not love us in that way, and they are afraid of what is inevitable.
Yeah.
You ever seen the kid in Tiananmen Square in front of the tank?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, I got a gun pulled out on me like about 3 weeks ago. I was out in Belgium because I had the full mask on. So it was
the white mask?
No, full mask on. So the cop came, but when he came, he had the gun out at the beginning. And I was like, well, I guess this is it.
You said that out loud?
No, that's just what I thought. I was like, well, because if he gonna pull, I'm like, nigga,
Right.
nigga, don't play with me. I want to see my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God used people like this, you know, that I could come right here and let y'all know y'all entrapped. Ain't made it nowhere.
Right.
Y'all aiming at the wrong people. I love Drake. Lucien, how you like that one? How you like that one? I love Drake Vivendi. How you like that one? I love Drake Disney. How you like that one? Once y'all collaborate and listen, come get me. What y'all gonna do? Y'all me too me? Y'all come up with some type of scam? Y'all gonna come up with something and try to take me? No, God had me for a reason, because if I was at Nike, you think I have been able to wear a red hat? You think I've been able to have an opinion? You think I've been able to show you we can have an opinion? That's all you needed to see. We are not immune from who we influenced by. Right here, I'm here to like light it up, then I'm gone. But after an interview like this, I did my job. But if I hadn't come to you and said this and kept it to myself, then God couldn't have used me. You know what I'm saying? I only fear God, as I said, and I'm not always obedient. You know, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on out here. You know what I'm saying? I fall short. They say Moses killed the man and all the, before God called on him. Man, our freedom is, first of all, let's do everything we can to keep our children. There's a foundation that has been started. I actually bumped into the gentleman whose dad started a foundation in Israel that gives money to women who are thinking about not having a baby. And that's the exact time that I'm on. That's what we own. That's what we own. We own God time now. Somehow I made it this far, man. To be able to give y'all this information.
Beautiful. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, praise God, bro. And I'm telling you, I know it's also kind of funny when I'm talking about John and Big Sean. And you know what it is? It'd be so funny. It's like people, it hurt us, people who love me. Like Charlamagne loved me, but he had to, put Biden on the thing. And think about this happened when Biden, remember he said, Charlamagne, if you didn't vote for me, then you're not black. Well, that showed you how comfortable he was and how much they talked before that. And you know what must have happened afterwards? They got in the room like, y'all niggas done fucked up. I ain't supposed to be showing that y'all like that.
Yeah.
That y'all like that. That y'all like that. John Legend, Sean. This is some 1984, bro. This is mind control. This population control. Rise up, man. Look inside of you, man.
So, we going with Large Pro or Primo?
Primo.
Primo? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is the last one. MJ or Prince?
We could drink for that.
Yeah, that's going to be equal.
See, okay. Would you like a Habiki?
Yeah, I do that.
How you want to do that? Come on, help him out, Mr. Lee.
I put my own drink
Okay,
to
that's
this.
all right. Let's go. That's cool.
Yeah.
God
So,
damn it.
Michael Jackson.
You met Michael Jackson?
Yes, I did. So
You meet Prince too? Because I need both.
Yes.
Yeah, he said Prince.
I met Prince.
Holy shit.
So both of them were fighting a fight similar to what I'm fighting, but they were fighting it for there to be more Michael Jacksons, for there to be Ye, for there to be Drake, is what they fought for. So now what I'm fighting for is the ability for there to be Elons of us, for there to be Bernard Arnaults of us. Because until we at the level of Arnault, we're going to be clapping for just getting a job for Arnault. Until we to the level, you know what I'm saying? When LeBron wins the championship, he looks at this white lady that owns the team and says, I told you I was going to win for you. That's the part I don't like. That's the part, because if you king, then let's be kings. That's the part. We start up our own league. And I'm here battling for us, for our freedom, to be able to build our communities and not be in a position where we have to kill half of ourselves every year. Okay, now I done hit a third rail.
That was the third one. Did we take a shot? I don't know.
Yeah, let's take a shot.
Salud. God damn, Kanye.
Yeah.
He gave us Kanye.
Yay! All right. That's over.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
I
my
understand
brother.
why you weren't saying anything or pausing toward the end.
Yeah, it was a lot, right? First things first. Do you hear an echo?
I don't from you. I did earlier on because I think it was coming through your mic, but now I don't.
No, we're good. All right, great. Jesus, yeah, mad stuff was said. Trying to take out the screen. There we go. All right. That was Ye. Thoughts, Coin, as I have to recrush.
Yeah. Go ahead. I wanted to start off by saying one. I've seen a couple Nori interviews. I like what he's doing. I like the Drink Champs, bringing alcohol into it to, it kind of eases the mind of the person being interviewed. And usually it's not really the alcohol involved. Usually most people, they drink as well on occasion, so they're used to it. This is Kanye. I don't know if Kanye drinks. You don't really hear a lot from him. But thank God for Nori and doing this interview and letting him go as he did, because it reminded me early on. I had to look up the exact lyric, but you remember that song by The Game, My Life?
Yeah.
He said, sometimes I think about my life with my face down, then I see my sons put on that Kanye smile. We saw that Kanye smile in this interview. And it was just because he felt comfortable, I think. So that's where I think God for Nori doing this. Now, also, I think we should all pray for Kanye, because I think he's, on like a JFK route. But, this was a good interview. It was, you saw Kanye being open and honest. And this is, like I said in chat earlier, I'm not like a Kanye fan like that. I like his music. Couldn't tell you the last time I listened to his music. It's just him as a person, like I said, bucking the system, openly. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I love when people can at least recognize maybe when they're being taken advantage of or how they are, and then they can create their own lane. That's inspirational to me. Kanye's done that. Now, whether or not he's just a puppet of the elite, that dives into more conspiracy theories. Let's just keep it real. That guy just dropped a whole lot of knowledge, and I'm still processing that last bit like you are.
Okay. So, shout out to Nori. That's my dude. Shout out to Drink Champs. Always a great show on Drink Champs. Nori was extremely excited today. But Kanye's his idol, so I get it. It was star fandom. It was star fandom. I guess stargazing, I guess. The shit that he was saying. Yeah, Kanye was saying a lot of stuff. A lot of cool stuff. Does it make me feel like Kanye's a puppet? I don't really think billionaires are puppets. I think they're players. But
that was a small realm. My bad for even bringing that up.
Yeah. I enjoyed what he was saying. I thought it was fucking funny as shit. The Kanye, exactly. We saw a lot of the Kanye smile. We even saw towards the end where he just broke into his regular straight face. Like he was just like, holy shit, I don't want to be here. And he fucking did it, and he kept on, and he stuck with it, and he did what he had to do. And I need you to cover me, coin, for.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay.
Oh no, wait. Cover me. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd said in chat earlier, this is a fusion of beautiful speech and great marketing. The guy was being real. He was saying what was on his mind, whether alcohol was involved or not. He at least felt comfortable in that sphere to say what was on his mind as far as his view of the world, right? Now, he was also marketing every step of the way. He was comparing Drake to Elon. He was like, Drake, whatever that other fucking name was. I don't even know who the fuck he was talking about. But he would speak good of Drake, but also be competitive in the same realm. I'm telling you, man, I think this whole thing, now, while it's an opportunity to have Kanye on, and Kanye with the ego, like he just said, him and Jay have, selfish intent, but they're still brothers, right? Kanye had a selfish intent on coming on this show. It was to get out what was in his mind, but at the same time, I think it was to promote this potential versus between him and Drake. So I think he did it masterfully. It was, like I said, it was a fusion of him being himself, talking about what he wanted to talk about, but not forgetting why he was there, which was to promote Drake. And like I said, he was saying some controversial things about, even religion toward the end. I don't think it's controversial. I think we're all, God's children, but it's the details when he would slip in, you know, like I said, Drake, Elon, or he would, you know, kind of big himself up in the process to, I'm an amazingly handsome and accomplished guy, but he would laugh at it too. He would play with it. It's just, it was fun for him, I think, but there was still an agenda.
100% agree. And that agenda was him running in 2024.
Yeah, he's not gonna win president, dude. I think it's versus.
I mean, I even think the verses now, it's all political agenda. He's using all this. He's like, I'm gonna make Ye hot, and watch out, vote for me.
Yeah, but I still don't think anybody's he might think in his mind that he can win, but I think he's taking it one step at a time. He's, you know, like a counterpuncher. So he's going in probably knowing that he's going to have a versus with Drake and it's going to be the biggest fucking thing ever. And he's maybe thinking he could parlay that into a presidential run. But at the same time, I think he's looking short term. Because I think that's what everybody does. Like I said, a counterpuncher. You're waiting for the jab. You're waiting for that overhand. Boom. Now you hit. It's more calculated than we think. And yes, if he's looking for a presidential run, sure. But I think he's looking for the verses now.
Yeah, I feel that. I think it's also a big thing too because Drake put up shots against Swiss in his album. I wonder how that's gonna work too.
Yeah, I just think it's all, like I said, pro wrestling at this point. He had even stated multiple times he loves Drake. He's had conversations with Drake about what they disputed on. And I think prior to the album releases of both albums, they were already in cahoots. That's my whole theory, and I'm sticking to it. They wanted this to be as big as possible. They got like some of the biggest album, like they were back and forth. Drake had like 20 songs in the top 10 or top 25, whatever it was, and you know, Kanye crept back up to number one with the song. It was crazy, and it got so much attention on it. I think even with the counterpunching argument at the time, maybe they were like, okay, what can we do next? And everybody's calling for a versus. He goes on Nori's show now, and it's going to be the biggest Drink Champs ever. It's Kanye. So what precedes underground hip hop? And by underground, I mean like it's Nori. What is the percentage of people you think that know who Nori is?
Not a lot.
Right. So, but in the hip hop community, in the versus community, I think you could align those two because they are so aligned as far as purists go. Kanye going on there, why? It's got to be for promotional sake, right? He doesn't do many interviews. There has to be a reason that furthers something else beyond this. And I don't think it's a presidential run. I think it's a versus with Drake.
But you really think Drake will do the verses though?
Yes.
Why?
Money, attention, elevating your platform. I don't see a reason why not to do it.
Drake to lose.
Will he though?
Yeah. I mean, I think.
If fans are voting though, like if they go off the fans voting.
But is that what versus does? Hell no.
It's left up to the audience to decide, right?
Oh, it is?
I mean, after the Dipset versus Locks versus, like, everybody was pretty much in agreement to the Locks winning, right? I think we could say that. But there was no confirmed winner, right? Like, by the establishment known as Versus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, yeah, there was in the website.
So, I mean, Drake could go in thinking, oh, well, you know, I have all these fans. Why not? Like, let's just throw it all on the line. Let's just see it. And if he's as competitive as he has spoken in past, you know, songs and lyrics, I think he does accept the challenge. And I think it's already been accepted. I think this is already written. I think this is just a part of the marketing.
Let's see what VersusTV.com says. What? Sunday service? What? There's a Sunday service on Versus.com.
There might be now. Like I said, man, this might not happen for a few months, but they're already in the marketing scheme for it to happen. This is, I'm telling you, man, it's a feeling, but when's the last Kanye interview that you heard that was just for fun? Like, just for shits and giggles, he's just going on there.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to Nori. Nori has a great show. I just think Kanye is more calculated than that.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel you. Drake versus Kanye versus. That shit could do fucking probably fighting numbers.
Yeah. That could be that might be like the UFC's number, I think, is like 2.2 or 2.4 million on views.
Oh yeah.
It was like Khabib Conor. I think it could beat that. It might even smash it. It might even double it.
Oh, 100%. Honestly, is Versus a pay-per-view thing? It's not, right? It's free.
I think they go live they've gone live on Instagram. I don't think you have to pay for it, but I could be wrong about that. The ones I've seen, it was afterwards on a YouTube stream.
Yeah.
Because usually I have to work during those hours, but I can't confirm that. But that one I would assume would be pay-per-view, right? Regardless of if they've done it prior or not, people would pay, you know, even if they charge $10. How many millions of dollars are they going to fucking make?
Bro, millions. Because you know Kanye is going to have to rent out a stadium for it.
And we know his love for stadiums.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's not going to be no regular shit. Like,
well, like what we were just talking about, like the Locks and Dipset, like we covered that and we loved it, but that was in Madison Square Garden. That's an arena. It's nowhere near the level that Kanye and Drake could get. And that's no disrespect, like I said, to that Versus. These names alone will bring in more numbers, will fill up more seats. It could be a stadium. Now, this is early on. Stadium, depending on the states, obviously we have COVID shit still going on. I just don't know when it's going to happen. Are they going to wait till like the springtime, weather warms up in certain areas, and they do it in, you know, Calabasas? He mentioned that earlier. Or you know, close to Calabasas, wherever the stadium is. I don't know, California.
I don't think it's going to be in Cali. It's going to be in Chicago. It's either in Chicago or Toronto or somewhere in between where they both have neutral ground in.
It can't be in Chicago or Toronto. I think we can agree on that. I think Cali is the mecca for them because they're not, traditional rappers per se. They changed the sound, whereas Lox and Dipset, they were New York groups that came up on prior New York artists, and they did it in MSG. I think it happens in Cali. I think you got to let the weather warm up a little bit more. But fuck, I don't know what the weather's like in the winter there. Shit, they might just throw on hoodies and fill up a stadium anyway.
Nah, yeah, I could see that. I mean, not really. I don't know. I wouldn't. Man, I really wouldn't want it in Cali. I would want it in Florida, so I won't have to get a plane to go to.
Right.
Oh, I can't go anywhere because I'm not vaccinated. Never mind. So I wouldn't even be able to go in there because I know for damn sure Live Nation, you need to be vaccinated to go into their events.
Either way, it's like I said. I think this interview had an agenda to it, but it was real. You saw real Kanye, and it was entertaining.
Yeah, I felt like it was dope. I felt like it was a place where he could free roam. He could say what he wants. He's not really like I loved it. I love the shit. I love the jabs that he was throwing at Kim. Well, not really at Kim, but like the shit around him and him saying like, "Yo, like that's still my wife." I love that shit. Just next time, don't dirty her name on Twitter. Then that'd be cool.
Well, like he was talking shit about Big Sean, right? And then Big Sean, I just saw today, just scrolling through Instagram, he had some tweets about. He's like, I was just with Kanye, and this was after the interview, but before it was released. Like this. What is he saying? He's a fucking liar. That's going to draw even more attention to it. Controversy creates cash, right? Where is that cash going? I'm telling you, man, it's going to a Versus, regardless.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be a Versus. I'm not having faith.
I'm not saying it's faith. I'm just saying I'm reading patterns and seeing where this is going, and I think it's going to wind up there because it Versus is growing. How can they grow the most? It's like the UFC when they let Conor fight Floyd. They didn't want to do that. Dana said, "Fuck no, fuck the Ali Act, fuck all this. No, you are employed by us. We need to grow the UFC." But he recognized that this fusion of two people could promote our brand. I think Ye's seeing that. I think Drake's seeing that. I think Versus is seeing that on their end.
Yep. 100%. 100%. I also feel like if it happens, I feel like Drake is gonna win because I feel like Kanye is just passing the mantle, or maybe he's not.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not what it is. But any final thoughts?
I think I just said it, man. I just think it was cool to watch. It was cool the knowledge he was dropping. Like I said, indirectly too. You had to read between a lot of lines. Nori wasn't exactly Joe Rogan, but he was. He opened him up to say the things that he did. But at the same time, I think Kanye was there for an agenda, which is the Versus.
I feel that, boys and girls. Above all, this was our first Sage Watches event. We had my boy Coin stop by. My dude's passing up. That shit was great. We'll do more. I like this. We'll do more political stuff too. Above all, if y'all want me, hit me up on the Discord. I'm gonna be most likely playing Naraka. Above all, peace.